Previously on Judging Amy.
I'm not leaving. You will tell me everything you know. I'm finding Anthony Bird today.
What do you dream your life looks like when you're my age?
It don't matter what I dream. Because either way, I'm going to be dead.
My wife did dump me. She got sick, and yeah, I took care of her, but I wasn't there for her the way she needed.
Would you care to join us?
Looks like you got everything under control.
I've done it this way for nearly 66 years. I think I'll just let it take me in the rest of the way in.
It's kind of overacting, don't you think? I mean, I got the silent film thing, but these dramas are over the top. Chaplin, Buster Keaton, they're still funny because they were subtle. Other than those guys, you got to admit, film is improved by sound.
Not right at the moment, it isn't.
Okay, Mom. Don't forget about your appointment with the cardiologist this afternoon.
I do not have an appointment with a cardiologist.
I set it up. 2 o'clock.
Then you have an appointment with a cardiologist, Peter. I have to finish this movie, as well as Thief of Baghdad and Nanook of the North.
Okay. That's it. Everybody out of the pool. Come on. Ah! My eyes! You are going to the cardiologist, and that's final.
Hi.
Good morning, Amy. Is she...
She's exactly where she was the last time you came by.
Didn't know there was that many silent movies in the world.
Her name is Sherry Jordan, and she comes highly recommended.
Ignacio, what a lovely surprise.
Morning, everyone.
Hey, Ignacio. Pull up a chair.
Oh, no thanks. I'm on my way to a job site. Just came by to check in on Maxine. What do you say to a dinner and a movie?
I would say I plan to have both.
You know what I mean.
You're welcome to join me. Would you prefer The Thief of Baghdad or Nanook of the North?
I would prefer any movie that's shown in an actual movie theater. You need to see the outside of this house.
She needs to see the inside of the cardiologist's office.
You both need to get off my back.
Amy, tell her to go to the doctor.
Have a nice day, everyone.
Amy? Amy? How are you this morning?
I'm fine.
Any word from David?
He's on a boat, Mom.
I know, but you mentioned he had a satellite phone. I thought perhaps...
I haven't heard from him.
I'm thinking I may go see Peter's cardiologist. She's a woman. I like that. And I think I'm ready to get back to work, focus on someone other than myself. Is there something you want to say? Because you have been fairly distant this last week or so, and maybe you're still angry at me for leaving the hospital.
There's nothing I want to say, Mother.
Very well.
Prosecutor and says, "You've been at this a long time. You just got aced by a rookie minor counsel." The guy says, "She's no rookie. She worked with Judge Gray. Isn't that cool?"
Way cool.
Their legend looms large. They fear us.
I'm a little scared myself. Good morning.
Oh, hey, Bruce.
Did you forget where your office is?
I love this little game we play where you pretend you don't miss me.
I rarely get a chance to miss you, Donna.
Oh, let me get it. For old time's sake.
You knock yourself out.
Judge Gray's office? Yes. Certainly. I'll let her know. Thank you. The heck is this?
Phone log.
There's no message slips.
Oh, I tend to lose them, so whoever came up with that system.
Well, looks like a kindergartner made it.
Oh, he likes to color code the messages, depending on the importance. It works really well, actually.
Greetings, all. It's the regular drip and cream, no sugar.
God bless you.
Non-fat latte, and hello. Would you care for a no-foam cappuccino?
Donna doesn't drink coffee.
You're Donna.
I am.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I've actually spoken with you on the phone before.
Oh, did you file my message under Dipsy Green or Tiggy Wiggy Purple? Judge Gray is an esteemed judge. She requires absolute professionalism.
I do apologize.
I am fine with the new system.
But,
Let it go.
of course, I should get to my office. Got a lot of work to do. Protecting children.
Judge Gray, with all due respect,
I'll talk to her.
thank you.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Picking up some things.
What kind of things? Work things?
In my day, we used to call them case files, but if you prefer the term work things.
Maxine, you are not supposed to be here. You know that.
Berman Ross. Kirkwood, these are my cases. Sean. Anthony Bird.
You never know.
I'll take care of these.
No. Not until you have been cleared to come back to work by a doctor.
Do you require a note?
Do you have one?
I will have by this afternoon. I'm on my way to the cardiologist.
Really? Why the change of heart? Pardon the pun.
It's nice to have a reason to comb your hair and wear regular shoes. I would like to come back to work.
Oh, thank God. How soon are you seeing this doctor? Not that I want to rush you.
2 o'clock. The appointment should be about an hour and a half.
Great, so we'll see you back here like 4:30. No, I'm kidding. You take the day off. Start tomorrow bright and early.
So find those drug records and we'll see you tomorrow. Great. We are speeding right along today.
Yes, we are.
Love me again? What's next?
Graciela Reyes, probation violation.
What's the name?
Graciela?
Reyes. Yeah, I know. Marshal, can you remove the handcuffs, please?
Peyton Burnside for the state, Your Honor. Miss Reyes is handcuffed because she attacked the officer in detention.
Attacked?
Well, shoved. She was resisting being brought to court.
Miss Reyes, do you think you can behave yourself? You can take them off. How are you? How's your mom? Where's your mom?
Reuben Bauer, Your Honor, forgive me. I was just assigned Miss Reyes' case in the hallway, and I'm playing catch-up.
Any idea where Miss Reyes' mother is?
According to this post-it, Your Honor, her mother was unable to attend. I'm happy to be appointed as her guardian ad litem.
Consider yourself appointed. Mr. Burnside, you want to get us started?
Graciela Reyes was cited for loitering during school hours. When the officer ran a check, he found there was a warrant out for her arrest due to a probation violation.
No, I'm the one that placed Miss Reyes on probation. How has she violated it?
By failing to attend the anti-gang program you assigned.
Where's her probation officer?
I don't have a post-it for that, Your Honor.
Miss Reyes, would you like to explain why you violated the terms of your probation? Graciela? Come on, what happened?
You figure it out.
Okay. I I would like to give Mr. Bauer some time to read his client's file, and I would like to give Miss Reyes some time to dial back her attitude. So let's meet back here in 20 minutes and get something done.
I must say, Dr. Jordan, it is nice to have a female doctor. I'm much more comfortable with you. That other doctor, the one who kept me captive in this hospital, I was not so fond of him.
How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm fine. I could do this all day.
I won't ask you to do that. Gradually increasing your speed. Let me know if it's too difficult.
Of course. That other doctor was one of those invasive types. Wanted to talk about surgery 5 minutes after I'd been admitted. What a mistake that would have been. Don't you agree?
Mrs. Gray, are you experiencing any discomfort?
Well, I am a little out of shape, but...
You can stop now.
I've only been on this thing for a minute. Is there a problem?
We're in a good news, bad news situation, Mrs. Gray. The good news is we're in a hospital.
And the bad?
You're having a heart attack right now.
Your Honor, I've been reviewing Miss Reyes' file, and I believe what we have here is a misunderstanding.
She attacked a police officer. What's not to understand?
Why did you skip out on the anti-gang program, Graciela?
I gotta tell you again, it's G.
I told you to drop the attitude.
No, only thing that's gonna get dropped is that sorry-ass cop who put his hands on me again.
You're really not helping yourself, young lady.
I ain't young. I got my stripes.
Miss Reyes?
You really don't get it, do you?
Get what, homegirl?
I'm trying to help you.
Oh, you better tell Fuzz a drive-by.
Hey, Graciela. Graciela. Look at me, Graciela. Look at me or I'm gonna lock you up right now. Now, you and I, we've been through this dance. I know, you're tough, you're cool, you got your stripes, or whatever, I don't care. The point is, I have seen in you something better than what you're showing to me right now. So just tell me what happened, and I will figure out the best way to help you.
You know what? I don't want your help.
Well, you should. You answer that, I'm gonna find you in contempt.
That's mine. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yep. You see how she do me?
Miss Reyes, I'm begging you.
Beg me all you want, but I want another judge. This one's a bust.
All right, you know what? That's it. I am ordering Miss Reyes to be held in detention pending a new hearing.
Hey, Your Honor, if I may...
Mr. Bauer, we're done.
Oh, well.
We're done. Mr. Bauer, we are done. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Beverly Burnett, please. Yeah, Sean Potter from the Hartford office. Miss Burnett, hi. Look, I was just going over the updated archives, and I saw that 2 years ago, you entered a 4-year-old African-American boy into the system as a John Doe. Yeah, case file number ALT-457. Did you ever track down a name? Yeah, of course, I'll hold. Anthony? Anthony Govan. He was adopted? Yeah. Can I have the number of the new parents, please? All right. Thank you.
She reordered my case files. She cleared out your inbox. I know she's your friend, but I'm your clerk.
You have to understand something. Donna bonds for life. She does not adjust well to change, and her time as a clerk in this office is a very important part of her self-image.
But she has another job.
And as time goes by, that job will take up more and more of her consciousness. But until that happens, we have to show her a little compassion. Do you think you can do that?
I can do anything you need me to do. I serve at the pleasure of Judge Amy Gray.
Hi, Judge Gray. Holbrook.
Miss Kozlowski?
Oh, you're finally out of court. Thought you were gonna miss our afternoon fruit salad. We split a fruit salad in the afternoons.
Well, not always. But thank you.
I'll give you your privacy so you can talk. That is not okay. Please hand me that phone.
I'm sorry.
Miss Kozlowski, I'm about to lose my temper over here. Yes, this is unprofessional.
Just remember, compassion and...
Yes, I'm sorry, but we've got to set down some ground rules.
Can it, whole wheat? That was Methodist Hospital. Your mother's had another heart attack. They've taken her into surgery.
Jillian, hi.
Oh, Sean, come in. How are you doing?
I am great. Fantastic, wildly optimistic.
Aunt Jillian? Well, smells bad.
Okay.
Hi, Sean.
Hey.
What's going on?
I came by to give your grandmother some amazing news and hopefully get her to take a ride with me.
You don't know?
Know what?
About Maxine? I'm sorry. I shouldn't do this in front of you.
What? What happened?
Grandma had another heart attack. A bad one.
Dr. Gilman to radiology. Dr. Gilman to radiology.
This is Dr. Jordan.
How is she?
I was prepped for angioplasty, but I discovered 3 blocked arteries, which angioplasty can't remedy.
So what are you gonna do?
Triple bypass. We're taking her back into surgery in 10 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Can we see her?
She's a bit groggy, but yes, I think it would be a good idea for you to spend some time with her.
Where's Vincent?
I don't know. I've been calling his cell phone. Doctor, we don't want to upset her, but are there things we shouldn't say?
Say whatever you feel you need to.
Hey, Mom. It's Peter. Amy's here, too. We just want you to know that we love you and we're here for you. And that you shouldn't worry about us. So, we're going to be just fine. So, whatever happens, you know, whatever you need, I mean, if you want to go, you can go.
Peter.
What?
Hi, Mom. I'm right here, Mom. It's okay. Don't you worry about a thing. It's a very routine procedure, Mom. She's the doctor.
What's going on? How's Mom?
Where the hell were you?
Under a bridge, handing out blankets.
I called you 10 times.
Without a cell phone. Just tell me about Mom.
Mom is about to have open heart surgery. The doctor said it could take 7 hours.
Can we see her first?
Well, Peter and I just did. They let us talk to her for a few minutes.
Basically to say goodbye.
No, Peter, you took it upon yourself to say goodbye.
The doctor said say whatever you feel you need to.
And what you really felt you needed to say was, if she wanted to go, go?
You said that?
Yes.
Thanks a lot, Peter. I'm not here, and you tell Mom to go ahead and die? You can't wait till I get here?
I just want her to be at peace.
My mother's been in surgery 33 minutes. 34.
Time won't pass if you watch it.
It's hard not to. I'm gonna start giving this place out as my forwarding address.
Well, for all it's worth, talk to the man upstairs. I told him he can't have it yet.
You know you don't have to be here.
I know.
Glad you are.
Well, get to bring up work, but Garciela Reyes.
What about her?
I did some digging. They shut down the anti-gang program you sent her to.
What? When?
Shortly after you made her attendance a condition of probation.
Where did we hear about it?
Apparently, her probation officer's on medical leave. Probably just fell through the cracks. They reassigned her to another program, but she never showed up. Shortly after that, she started skipping school.
Well,
again.
you don't get two chances with these kids. We gotta fix this.
I thought you might say that.
We have to.
It can wait.
No, it can't. I put her in lockup. You gotta set it for tomorrow morning.
What about your mother?
I'll be here all night. I'll be here when she wakes up from surgery, and then I'll just leave for an hour in the morning.
How about 9 o'clock?
I'll be there. I will.
And so will I.
Stop it. Do you have any idea what Kwanzaa's about?
Sure, we celebrated with Ned.
Seriously?
Yeah. We got the candles and everything.
What's it about?
It's about, you know, ethnic pride, connecting back to Africa, and there's singing.
You have no idea, do you?
I've got the spirit of it. If you want details, talk to Jillian.
Okay, that is not Santa.
He's got the suit.
He stole it. He's impersonating Santa for some nefarious reason. Look at the eyes.
So, what, you're thinking he's hiding out from the cops or something?
Kind of looks like a crack dealer. I see these things, working with street kids.
Yeah? Well, you might want to sit on his lap and ask for the $15,000 you owe.
See, that's not funny. You told her it was okay to die.
I told her if she wanted to go, it was okay. And it is. I mean, look at the way she's been acting lately. Going against everything her doctors told her, everything we've told her. That's not the behavior of someone who wants to live. So yes, I gave her my permission to go. Because if she stays, it has to be because she wants to.
Coffee.
Mr. Govan, Sean Potter, DCF.
Oh, yes, yes. Come on in. Thanks. Do you have a seat?
No, I don't want to intrude. I really appreciate you allowing me to come by so late at night.
Oh, it's no problem. Look, it sounds like you guys have been worried sick over Anthony. I think you'll see he's doing just fine.
So the adoption's final?
Yeah, last June. I mean, there were a few glitches, but we were able to get his birth certificate from his grandmother's personal effects.
Adela Bird?
Yes, yes. She died in a nursing home about a year ago.
So here he is.
Hey, champ, come on in here. This is Mr. Potter from DCF. He just wants to say hello to you.
Hello, Anthony.
Hi.
So how do you like your new home?
Good.
Good. I'll tell my friend. See, I have this friend named Maxine, and she's been thinking about you a lot, and wondering if you're okay. And she's not feeling very well right now, but when she gets better, I'd like you to meet her if it's okay with your mom and dad.
Okay.
Get the coffee.
The machine.
Ew. Where's Peter?
You're not gonna believe this, but he went to the chapel.
Really?
When did he become religious?
Oh, probably when Mom went into surgery. That's when it happens. Kind of crisis people cling to anything that'll make them feel better.
That's why I think hospitals should serve alcohol.
Peter's never struck me as particularly spiritual.
He celebrates Kwanzaa.
Interesting, because he's covering all his bases.
Good for him.
How are you?
I can't get anything right. I missed my last chance with Mom.
Oh, no.
I screwed up my book. Carol.
Well, Carol broke up with you. You can't beat yourself up for everything.
I bailed on her, Amy. I bailed.
You moved across the country to take care of her.
And I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I couldn't sit there night after night and watch her being killed by the cancer and the chemo. She was in so much pain. She was choking down the medicine and throwing up. It hurt her to talk because of the sores in her mouth. I couldn't take it. When you hear something really horrible, it made me angry. I got angry at her for getting sick. You believe that? I mean, it makes no sense. I just kept thinking about when Dad was sick all that time. I'd hear him throwing up, and I'd run outside and just get as far away as I could so I couldn't hear.
You were a kid.
I was useless and weak. When Carol got sick, I thought, I can do this. I want to be there for her. I did love her.
I know you did.
And I folded and I folded.
Oh, that's what we do, you know? We fold. The big tests come, the big moments.
Not you.
Oh, no? Stu? You didn't think that was folding? Mom? You know, the last time I saw Mom before she had this heart attack, she asked me if I had anything to say to her. I said no. But what I was thinking was, go on and kill yourself.
Paging the Gray family, please report to CCU. Will the Gray family please report to CCU?
Dr. Jordan? Yeah. How did it go?
Not as smoothly as I would have liked. We were able to replace the arteries, but she developed a fever.
What could be causing the fever?
Possibly a small collapse of the lung, possibly pneumonia. We've started her on antibiotics as a precaution.
Can we see her?
Follow me. We've transferred her into a unit. You can see her through the window, but I prefer you not go into the room at the moment.
Okay.
You should prepare yourself. She's on a ventilator.
Is that normal?
It's necessary. The next 2 hours are critical.
Good morning, Peter.
Oh, hey, Ignacio.
Could you please deliver this letter to your mother?
Sure, but is there some reason you're not doing it?
Because I'm officially tired of being punished by her for my past mistakes. I understand I mishandled the news about my marriage, but I've rectified the situation. She continues to punish me.
Ignacio.
She stood me up. She won't even return my calls.
She had open heart surgery.
What?
She had a heart attack yesterday. She had 2 surgeries. I'm so sorry. I guess we forgot to call you.
Is she all right?
It's hard to say. I'm on my way there now.
To buy some flowers. Where's the closest florist? I own a nursery. I'll just swing by there. Can I have that letter back? Is there any way that you can erase the last 5 messages I left on her answering machine?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Maxine. Can you hear me? The nurse thought you might be able to. That's okay. You rest. Besides, I'm used to this. Me talking and you not listening. I found him, Maxine. Anthony Bird. Saw him last night. He's fine. He's got a new home, wonderful parents, pet crab named Claw. So you have to get well so you can visit him. Anthony, not Claw. Although they are together a lot. So. I bought you this. So you'd know. Didn't lose him, Maxine. He was never lost. We found him. So maybe now your heart will mend.
All rise.
Your Honor, forgive me. I'm confused as to why we're here.
We are here this morning, Mr. Bauer, so that I can apologize.
I see. To who?
To Ms. Reyes. It has come to my attention that the program I mandated she attend, Anti-Gang Resources, was discontinued. It was therefore impossible for Ms. Reyes to live up to the terms of her probation.
Word.
Right. So, as a result, I would like to rescind Ms. Reyes' probation violation effective immediately.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And the court reinstates an alternative version of the original probation agreement. Ms. Reyes is mandated to attend weekly vocational counseling sessions.
The defense finds that more than acceptable, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Van Exel has done some research, and the anti-gang program is fully funded for the next 2 years, so the state should be able to hold up its end of the bargain this time. But it is my hope that Ms. Reyes accepts the court's sincere apology. Is there anything you'd like to say, Ms. Reyes?
Yeah. I hope you got off.
I beg your pardon?
I know you get off playing guy like you do.
Maybe you missed it, Miss Reyes, but the court just apologized.
To me, you ain't nothing but a tired white lady and you messing up my life.
Mr. Bauer, would you please inform your client that no one speaks to me that way in my courtroom?
I just did. What you gonna do?
Get in my chambers.
I ain't going nowhere without my lawyer.
Well, it's off the record. Marshall, get in my chambers now. Sit down.
You can go ahead and move your mouth, but I ain't hearing nothing.
My mother is lying in a hospital bed right now.
Oh, well, that don't impress me.
My mother is sick, and I am here.
At least you got a mama.
You have a mother, and you are breaking her heart.
Oh, the woman you told me to hug at the court? Hug your mama like that's supposed to solve my problems, huh? Well, you don't know nothing about my life.
I know your mother loves you.
Yeah, she loves me so much she skipped town.
What are you talking about?
Forget about it.
What? Talk to me, Graciela.
Man, She took my little brothers and went back to Guatemala, all right? She said there was still time to save them.
She left you here?
Yeah.
Where are you staying?
With my aunt and 2 cousins, and they let me stay on the couch.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah, you don't know, and you don't care.
Yes, I do.
Oh, why? Because you sent me to some program that wasn't even there?
There was an alternative program.
Across town? It took me 3 buses to get there. That's $1.80. Where am I supposed to get that kind of money? And now you want me to go to counseling?
Well, we'll work something out, you know? Maybe your aunt can help.
You're not listening to me. I don't have nobody. Nobody. Except you sitting here telling me to go here and there. And that don't cost you nothing.
You're right. Okay, how about this? You and me, we meet here every week for an hour.
Oh, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna show up.
I think you talking.
I will be here, Graciela. I will be here. We will talk, we will check in. You'll tell me how things are going. We commit. No excuses. Deal?
I'll see your reindeer and raise you a menorah.
Oof, risky move, little girl.
Actually, that's not a menorah, Lauren. It's a Kanara. Holds 7 candles to reflect the 7 principles, which are the foundation of Kwanzaa.
Oh, maybe I don't want to give that up yet.
You could throw in the drug-dealing Santa.
Cool.
What you got?
Well, you did it, Ma. Pushed things as far as they could go without actually killing yourself. Congratulations. I mean, that's what you were going for, wasn't it? Or did all these doctors mess things up for you? I mean, here's the thing. You are the most important relationship in my life. And I am going to get this right so that I can get the rest of them right. I can't pretend you don't matter to me. But you can't matter the way you have. It's got to change. I cannot feel responsible for you. I cannot worry and wonder where you are and whether... You know what? We need a clean slate. We need a clean slate. Beginning with if you want to live or not, you know? I mean, you really have to make that decision because this back and forth thing is getting really annoying. Not to say insulting. My own mother would rather check out than spend her remaining time with me or my daughter. Yeah, no value placed in that whatsoever. Thanks a lot, Ma. Yeah, I'm gonna put that one right up there with you making me feel like a poser and a fake for going to Harvard. I mean, you know people would tell me how proud you were of me, how you'd brag about me, but always behind my back. Never where I could hear. What kind of screwed up parenting philosophy is that? You know, I'll tell you one thing. I got into Harvard despite you. You hear me? I spent the last half of my senior year wondering if you were going to drink yourself to death. I know. You played it off like I was being a drama queen, but I was right, Ma. You were in trouble. Just like you've been in for the last couple months. You know? I mean, this spiral, this dark circle of self-absorption and self-pity. You know, I get drawn in. It's like this vortex that I can't fight my way out of. It starts to take me down too. And I start losing the good things in my life, you know? I start losing perspective. And I lose hope. Actually, I lose hope that anything could work out or mean anything. And I know intellectually that's not true. I went to freaking Harvard. I'm really bright. But all I can feel is the blackness and the despair and the powerlessness and the terror. And now you're gonna die. Now you're gonna die. Oh, no. Not now. Please, not yet. I will do whatever it is. But please do not take her now. Please. God, please. God. I'm not ready. I need more time. Oh, Mommy. Mommy.
Yeah, and coloring is so much better too.
Great family. Peter, sweetie, wake up. Guys, the doctor's here.
How's she doing?
As long as she keeps going in this direction, she should make a full recovery.
How long before she's conscious?
She's conscious now. She's off the respirator. You're welcome to go in.
You're gonna tell Mom to walk into the light or anything?
Shut up. Welcome back, Mom.
You don't need to talk, Mom. Remove cap from test one. Test one. Locate test strip. Test strip. Oh, test strip on test one. Okay. Test strip in sample. Okay. It's negative.
Good morning, Vincent.
Why is there a taxi parked out front?
It's waiting to take me to work.
Work? You going back to work?
Yes, dear, I am.
What's going on?
Mom's going back to work.
Isn't it a little soon?
It has been 6 weeks and 3 days since my surgery, during which time I have become, and I think everyone will agree, a model patient.
Excuse me?
No fried foods, no chocolate-covered almonds, no waffles. I have embraced cardiac yoga involving meditation, visualization, breathing exercises.
Well, that's nice, Mom, but...
I know my limitations. If I tire, I shall come home. Now, I'm getting into a taxi and going to my office before I kill someone.
Well, if you're sure, Mom.
I am. And no one dare to stop me. No one.
Well, thank God. Oh, if I had to put up with her for one more day.
Negative. Negative. It's negative. Pink line indicates pregnancy. Where's the line? Line. Yeah, line. Yeah. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant? I'm pregnant.
Okay, perhaps we should review our mission statement. See, we are an organization dedicated to Maxine.
Hello, Sean.
Maxine's back. Maxine, are you back?
I am.
She's back. We're done. Oh,
Who was that?
not important. I'm having a moment. I need to hug you.
Be careful, I have an 8-inch scar down the center of my chest.
Perhaps just a brisk handshake.
Sean, I have some thoughts about how we might help to reduce stress around here. May I?
By all means.
We need to make it a habit to talk, share, discuss feelings. And I thought perhaps some of the staff might care to join me in a lunchtime yoga class.
Yoga?
Stretching and breathing. It's the new drinking and smoking.
You're on medication.
Excuse me, but there's a call about an abandoned baby at a bicycle shop.
Might I handle it?
You sure you're ready?
Well, if not, I'll just get the taxi to take me home immediately.
Taxi.
Until such time as I have my doctor's clearance to drive, DCF will be providing transportation. Show me to the phone, young man.
She's back.
All right, we are here for sentencing of Charles Dane, 12, who has agreed to a guilty plea on charges of assault with a deadly weapon and attempted murder. Let's see. For the record, the defendant brought a hunting knife to the residence of the victim, Mr. Timothy Bosky, his teacher at Hartford Valley Prep, whereupon he stabbed Mr. Bosky in the stomach. Mr. Bosky survived his injuries and is here today.
John Caclius, Your Honor. Defense will show that powerful mitigating factors led to the events in this case and warrant consideration in sentencing.
And what mitigating factors are those, Mr. Caclius?
Defense asserts that despite the shocking nature of the attack, this incident was an act of self-defense.
ASA Thelma Ryan, Your Honor. The man was getting groceries from his car. What was the boy defending himself against? A flank steak?
We have evidence to show that Mr. Bosky crossed the line of the teacher-student relationship.
Oh, what's going on here? Are you making an allegation of molestation?
We have concerns.
Do you have proof?
They've got nothing, Your Honor. This is a shameful waste of the court's time.
We have phone records which indicate calls were being made.
He called me. The kid needed a friend.
Well, we know what kind of a friend you were.
Oh, okay. That's enough, all of you. Look, I mean, obviously there's a lot of emotions on the table, and we need to sort that out. So when will we do that, Mr. Van Exel?
This afternoon, 3:30.
See everyone then.
Maxine Gray, Department of Children and Families. Is there a manager on the premises?
Well, that'd be me.
And you are?
I'm Zach. I'm a
Manager trainee. I got promoted after Toby split for the X Games circuit.
Congratulations. One of your customers called about a baby abandoned at this location.
Oh, yeah, that was a misunderstanding.
Was there a baby or wasn't there?
Well, I mean, there is, yeah, but he wasn't abandoned.
Is he bike shopping?
He's my brother.
Your brother?
Yes, ma'am, and his name is Jake.
I need to see him at once.
I'm kind of trying to get him down for a nap right
Zachary,
now.
show me the baby.
Here he is, my little bro.
Well, hello, Jake. There we go. Well, he's perfect. What's he doing here?
Well, my mom, she had a job interview today, and, I don't know, she's real close to getting this gig at a hotel, but her babysitter split, and I'd work. I gotta feed him.
Oh.
Come here, buddy. Ah, there you go. But she'll be back in, like, an hour, if you want to wait.
No, I think for now I'll just, I'll take your name and your mother's name.
I'm Zachary Pettit, and my mom's name is Virginia.
Well, here's my card. Have your mother call me as soon as she arrives.
Okay.
And if I don't hear from her, I'll be back.
I don't want that, right?
Oh, you surely do not.
He OD'd?
They took him away in an ambulance this morning.
He was fine. I just talked to him. He told me he was keeping clean.
Vincent, he's a junkie. He lies. It's his job.
He's smart. We talk politics.
Look, he will be okay or he won't. You gotta move on. You cannot let yourself care.
Excuse me?
I'm serious. You gotta insulate yourself. Put up a wall.
Is that a little insensitive?
No, it's called survival. If you get wrapped up in these people and their lives, it will take you down.
I thought the idea was to make a connection.
No, the idea is to help from a distance. You can't help if you don't protect yourself. Teal.
It wasn't his fault.
Okay. All right. Okay. Put your head back. Okay.
Hi. It's me. Amy. I mean, of course, you know who me is. I hope. So, listen, I just... I don't know why I called. I don't know if you'll get this. You're probably sailing into some crazy, beautiful sunset right now, and I'm looking at the same four walls. So why did I call? I missed you. The sound of your voice. Oh, wait. You know, I had a million things to say. I can't think of a single one right now. You know, I mean, what do you say to somebody on a boat? Watch out for bigger boats. David, I'm pregnant. I just wanted you to know.
The breath of life. Stress relief through breathing.
I'm starting my lunchtime workshop. Get your name in early.
You're serious about this? Yoga. You.
It turns out I'm quite a natural.
Sorry, I can't wrap my head around it.
Would you like to see me place both palms flat on the floor?
Oh, dearly no.
Mrs. Gray. I ran that name you gave me, kicked out this.
Is this going to upset her?
Pretty much.
Oh, this is not good.
What?
Zachary Pettit.
Kid from the bike shop?
Turns out he has no brother, nor has he a mother, nor any family at all. Zachary Pettit was in the system.
Was.
He walked away from a group home. He's been AWOL for 7 months. Damn it!
Told you. Maxine?
I know, Sean. Breathe. Must remember to breathe.
full. I know you're full. Everyone's full. Make room. No, do not put me on hold. I'm on hold.
What happened to not caring?
We get involved. There is a difference. Yes, Crystal Turner Outreach. Yeah, I got a girl here who needs a bed.
Is she okay?
She's got a broken nose and some cuts, but other than that, she's good to go.
Thank you. What happened out there?
I messed up.
How?
It was cold. I took a break. Breaks are against the rules.
Who makes the rules?
My man Wayne, he looks out for me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hi. Okay, I got her a bed. Sanctuary House, one of the good ones.
I gotta get back on the clock.
You're going, and you're driving. Come on.
Where is this place?
It's on Pearl and Hudson. It's a 30-bed facility with on-site medical care, counseling, and security to keep you away from the man who did this to you.
You don't understand. Wayne keeps me safe. He cares about me. My family don't even care.
Teal, this is me you're talking to. I care. Now get in the van.
Charlie was in my class. And I could tell right away he's a bright kid. But something seemed off. He was lonely.
Expand on that. How do you mean lonely?
He's one of those kids you hear about. Isolated. He didn't relate to any of the other kids. They made fun of him. I felt sorry for him.
So you befriended him?
He stayed after class. We talked. We're both a couple computer geeks. So we played games online.
He infected Charlie's mind.
Counsel?
Look, the kid craved adult attention. I figured, what would it hurt? Little did I know.
Can you tell us when the relationship went sour?
The kids are encouraged to email, which Charlie did. But then he started with the IMs and the phone calls. One day he showed up at my townhouse, unannounced. I knew I had to put a stop to it, so I told him we have to limit our friendship to inside the classroom.
How did he take it?
He lost it. He told me he hated me, that I had thrown him away. And then he ran, and I didn't see him again until he came back with the knife.
And what happened then?
We're clearly rehashing. This is already in the record.
Victim impact. It's relevant.
Continue.
At first, I thought it was a toy. Then Charlie lunged at me, and I felt this electric jolt in my stomach. I looked down, and there was blood everywhere, and he ran.
Your Honor, the defendant left this man to die.
He made him do it.
Mrs. Dane?
He did.
Mrs. Dane, you have been warned.
He's a pedophile.
Oh, come on!
Marshal, would you remove Mrs. Dane from the courtroom, please?
Charlie was a good boy until he met that man. He did things to him. He ruined my baby.
She's wrong. I tried to help. And look what I got for it. I almost bled to death, and I lost my job.
Why? Why did you lose your job?
They put me on unpaid leave for having a relationship with a student outside of school. My first job. My career's over.
Zachary Pettit, Maxine Gray, DCF. Zach, I know you have the afternoon off. Open up.
Miss Gray, he was asleep when I went out. He needed milk. I was only gone for like 10 minutes.
Open that door this instant. Where is this baby's mother?
We broke up. Right after he was born. Her name's Sky. She was in the group home, too. When she got pregnant, we had to hide it.
Where was Jake born?
In a car.
I beg your pardon.
It was abandoned behind the bus station. We were living in it.
How did you know what to do?
I had a book with pictures. I cut the umbilical cord myself with a box cutter. just like it showed.
You delivered your own son.
Well, afterwards, Sky freaked. She wanted to just leave him somewhere, abandon him like in a dumpster, you know, but I said, no way. I mean, I told her that she could do whatever she wanted. I didn't care, but I was taking care of Jake no matter what.
Zachary. Where is she now?
I haven't seen her since that day.
I admire what you're doing, Zach. I do. But you can't go on like this.
Look, I do right by him, Miss Gray. I give him everything he needs. I give him something that I've never had. A father who stays.
I have to take him, Zachary.
No. No, come on, please, please, come
I
on.
will do everything I can to work things out for the two of you. Until then, I'm afraid I have no choice.
Can I have a minute with him?
Take whatever time you need.
Zachary! Zachary!
I'm just,
You okay? Should I call someone?
He ran, Sean.
Who?
The Pettit boy. He took his baby. They're out there now on the street in this weather.
They'll find it.
I had no option but to remove.
You did what you had to do. Look, we've been here before. You know how this works. Right when it feels the most hopeless, that's when you get the miracle.
I hope you're right.
It's been a long first day back. Come on. Let me drive you home.
You're home.
Make room.
How'd it go?
More stressful than I'd like.
Maybe you rushed things a little.
The first part of the day I felt better than ever. They say that happens when your circulation improves.
Promise me you'll be careful.
Yes, I promise. You know, when you were a little baby, we used to sit here just like this. And I'd watch you watch the flames until your eyes got heavy.
I'm pregnant. I missed a period. Took one of those home tests. It came up positive, so I went to see a doctor. She confirmed it.
Oh, my. How do you feel?
Oh, I don't know. Alone, I guess. I left a message for David, wherever he is, on his boat.
Will he be coming back?
Trying not to need him to. I'm gonna be 40, Mom. 40. Pregnant.
You have options.
I know. I know.
Would you like to talk about them?
Maybe tomorrow. Right now, I just want you to watch until my eyes get heavy. Charlie, why did you stab Mr. Bosky? You could have killed him. Were you trying to kill him?
No.
Then help me out here. Why would you do something like that?
He lied.
What do you mean he lied?
He said we'd always be friends. He told me that. It made everything okay. Then he didn't.
Charlie. Was there something going on between you and Mr. Bosky?
No.
The state wants me to put you away for a long time. So I'm going to ask you again. Was there anything inappropriate going on between you and Mr. Bosky?
They want me to say stuff happened, but it didn't.
Who's they?
My mom.
Charlie. Mrs. Dane? Charlie, talk to me. Talk to me and tell me exactly what's going on.
Tim was the only friend I ever had. My parents, they don't care.
That's not true. It's not.
When I was little, they were proud of me. They used to show me off. They'd come to everything I had. Plays, scouts. It was cool. But then I got sick. And my dad left. My mom changed. She stopped coming to things. We stopped going places. I can't remember the last thing we did. My dad's busy with his life. My mom doesn't care. I'm their kid, and they just blew me off.
That's a lie.
Not again, Mrs. Dane.
He's lying to protect that
Marshall,
man.
would you take Mrs. Dane into my chambers immediately?
Won't anybody listen to me?
Counsel.
All right. Lie down.
Thank you. So, give me one good reason why I shouldn't throw you into jail for contempt.
Do you know what it's like out there? Sitting by, watching what they're doing to my son?
Your son stabbed a man, Mrs. Dane. That man almost died.
It wasn't his fault.
The no accountability defense. Well, that doesn't fly with me.
He was pushed.
How?
He was compromised.
Proof, Mrs. Dane. I need proof.
You don't understand.
Well, maybe you should explain it to me. Because from where I sit, it seems like you would do anything to keep from blaming your son. Or yourself. The things your son said up there, was any of that true?
I tried with Charlie, I really did. I gave him everything.
That's not what he says.
He was such a perfect baby, so full of promise. He tested off the charts. Verbal skills, musical aptitude. He could plunk out a tune on the piano when he wasn't even 2. It was as though he was gifted. People called him a prodigy.
And then what, he had the nerve to grow up? Become a normal kid?
You have to understand that when I found out I was pregnant, I was 42 years old. I thought that part of my life was over. This was like a miracle. And then he grew up and started having problems. Asthma, allergies, learning disabilities. Dealing with him became so stressful. Nick finally had enough and walked out. He married a woman half my age. They had a baby right away. And he simply erased that part of his life and moved on. And I'm left to deal with it. And it's hard. He was my baby. He was perfect.
Wait a minute. Mothering him was only worth it if he was perfect?
That's not what I meant.
That's what you said.
No, you're twisting my words around.
Do you love your son? Mrs. Dane? Do you love your son?
I try. I try.
Breathe. Good. Sean, you're not breathing.
I can't do yoga. I'm a Presbyterian.
We are here to share, to express our feelings, to head off stress at the pass. Who would like to begin?
Oh, I should take this.
Then I will go.
This is Sean.
Yesterday, I attempted to remove a baby from his father.
Really?
Father ran, of course.
That
and
is terrific news.
Now they're on the street. If he were a young woman, there would be places for he and his baby to go. But young fathers have no such options. What does this say to these young men? We need more choices. We need to rail against a system with no ears and insist that it hear, that it see, that it evolve and...
Zachary Pettit turned himself in. They're holding him pending action from DCF. The baby's fine.
Thank God they're off the street. Now what?
How about Love Street House?
Love Street House is a home for young women, Sean.
Well, no, I thought that you were going to rail against the system. Get people to listen.
Jay, get the car.
Lily's a bitch to find in winter.
Oh, David. Oh, my God. You came back from, like, the ocean.
I got here as fast as I could.
Well, I didn't mean for you to... Came back. It's a little crazy, Dad. Pregnant,
Yeah.
you know? Do you have any idea what this means?
Mhm.
The things that can go wrong at my age? Miscarriages, stillbirths, genetic problems. I could get toxemia, placenta previa.
No, you won't.
Tired. I could get tired. I mean, not to say what this means in the long term. David, this is for life. I mean, do you want to be raising a teenager at age 60?
I don't.
And don't say yes, because you can't possibly know that.
Maybe whatever happens, we'll get through it together.
Together, I just saw you get on a boat and sail off to God knows where, and now you're back. Why are you back? Do you want to be back? I mean, this puts us in a relationship for, like, ever, you know? I mean, how could I be pregnant? I just bought 3 pairs of capri pants.
Hey, I love you.
Well, I love you too, but is that enough?
Excuse me, Judge Grant. We gotta get started.
Hi, Bruce.
David.
We'll do this later, okay? You got sun.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good.
I don't understand what you're asking. It's a fairly simple question, Chloe. What do you do with young unwed fathers who want to be there for their babies?
Why don't you just ask me what I do with unicorns?
Beg pardon?
Young stand-up fathers don't exist. All those young superstars in the NBA, you think they take time out from their game to go to parenting classes with their baby mamas?
I know a young man who can change your mind.
Maxine, even if I believed you, I'm full.
Chloe, sorry, but it's a mess now. The sink's backed up.
Maxine, I wish I could help you, but as you can see...
Wait.
Maxine, you know how to unclog a sink?
No, but I may know someone who does.
Where my money at?
Excuse me?
My money, homie.
What money?
My $500. I seen you drive off with my girl. Tia? Took her right off the street. Pay the man, trick ass.
You crazy?
But you think I'm a little bitch? You could just run off with my girl and not pay?
Look, this is gonna happen one of two ways. You let me do what I'm doing, or I'm gonna call the police.
Maybe I'll give you something to call about.
Charles Dane, a minor, has admitted to taking a knife to the residence of his teacher, Mr. Tim Bosky, and stabbing him with it. It's a shocking crime. And I'm left to wonder who is responsible. Charlie? Well, certainly. He's the one who decided to use the knife. But why did he do it? I think that he saw the only real source of love and acceptance in his life going away. Having been, for all intents and purposes, abandoned by both of his parents, he could not handle that rejection. And he snapped. You had your son late in life. He was a miracle. He was a fantasy come true. But when the reality of raising him did not live up to that fantasy or make up for the unhappiness in your marriage, you gave up on him. You failed your son. You failed yourself.
Your Honor, I have something to say.
Go on, Mr. Bosky.
Look, Charlie made a mistake, but maybe it's as much my fault. I was new. It was my first teaching job. Maybe I should have seen the signs. Should have gotten him some help. I came here hating that kid, hoping you would send him away forever. Don't do that, Judge. Don't throw him away. He deserves a chance. I forgive him. I do forgive you, Charlie. So...
It's fascinating to me that the victim of this crime is the only person who really sees this boy clearly. Mr. Van Exel will drop a letter to the school board, urging them to give Mr. Bosky his job back.
Gladly.
All right, I am committing Charles Dane to DCF as delinquent for a term of 18 months for initial placement in a group home or residential treatment center to be selected and supervised by parole services. Further, I am ordering both his father and his mother to engage in family therapy during his commitment. Now, this is an order, and I will not hesitate to apply appropriate sanctions if the parents fail to follow this order in good faith. You have another chance as a mother, Mrs. Dane. Own it. Appreciate it. Use it.
You will be required to put in a 40-hour work week, maintaining the bathrooms, keeping the kitchen clean, and the grounds.
Never been a janitor before.
You were never a father before.
I'll get Chloe, Mrs. Gray.
You will have your own room. You will be paid minimum wage. There's a strict code of behavior, and you will obey the rules. You and Jake will be together. Once you become 18, that'll be up to you.
Here he is.
There's your chance, Zach. Don't screw it up.
Thank you, Miss Gray. Thank you.
Hey, I missed you.
How long have you been sitting there?
A while.
Well, come in. It's cold.
No. Come. Sit with me. I'll keep you warm.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's just.
I know.
How do we?
We'll figure it out.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I am. How are you?
I'm insane. I'm in shock. I forget about it, and then I'm thrilled. It's amazing. But I'm confused, mostly.
This is your decision. I'm just here. I'm here.
Oh. Just hold still.
You have a lousy disc side manner.
You know, Teal bolted Sanctuary House. She's back working the streets.
God, that's...
Sucks. Yes, big time. There. You're okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I think.
And it's like I said, some make it, most don't. You do what you can, and then you let it go.
No, this is different. She broke your heart.
Yes, she did. But there's always tomorrow.
You talk a good game, but I'm not buying it.
It's late.
She got to you.
Don't push this.
Hey. Let me walk you out.
Maybe I should walk you out.
I don't need your pity. Oh, I think I sprained my toe.
Oh, you don't have to do that. God, that's amazing. The human body, what it can endure.
I'm grateful for the scar. But I don't recognize it as part of my body yet. I suppose that comes with time. I do resent what they did to my legs.
Well, they had to find the vein somewhere.
My legs were always my best feature.
Your smile is your best feature.
You're not a man, Amy. Men have always responded to my legs.
Is that what this is about, Mom? Trolling for guys? You're strong and beautiful. And alive. Guys really dig that.
How are you?
Still pregnant. I mean, you know having this baby means being in a relationship with David for the rest of my life.
It does.
I don't have a very good history with long-term relationships.
Yes, dear, we've met.
And I'm worried about work, you know. It's taken me a long time to get to where I am, and this would mean taking time off, losing momentum.
Undoubtedly.
Talk to me, Ma. Help me get my head around this.
And let us look at what you are not. You're not a teenage mother. You're not poor. You're not married.
Are you saying...
Oh, we're simply making a list. You are healthy, and educated, privileged, and loved. Our family has the resources, both physical and emotional, to embrace another child. Children change your whole life, honey. You know that. Have a baby and you're courting change.
Change seems to be courting us, Ma.
Well, yes.
I want this baby.
Well, yes. Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
Did you see the girls in the waiting room? They're 11. They're 11, and I'm 75.
39.
For about 5 more minutes. What happened? I thought women were giving birth later in life. I read that article.
Look, you're gonna be fine.
Okay, is that going to be your response for the next 9 months? Because eventually I'm going to need something a little bit more nuanced.
How about this? Hey, crazy lady, sure.
Yeah, that's
Whoa. That's what got you here in the first place. Dr. Christine Paletti.
Hey, I'm Amy Gray.
Dave McLaren.
Dave McLaren.
Ready for some fun? Relax.
You okay?
Ooh, that's cold. Somebody should invent warming gel. They'd make a fortune.
How does this work again?
Sound waves. They produce echoes of objects in utero. The computer converts the image to picture, which we're getting here.
I haven't seen anything.
You will.
It's like a shot from the orbiter. Am I going to give birth to a moon rock?
Okay, here we go. The head is here. This is the spine. In a few weeks, these will be the legs. And that is the heartbeat.
Told you how happy I am about this baby.
Sort of.
Well, I am. I'm thrilled and grateful and ready.
Really?
No, but sometimes if you say things enough, it starts to sound okay. I am thrilled and grateful. And scared. But that's okay. Here's my co-pilot.
Yours to live by, yeah.
You know, we should tell the kids separately.
But synchronized. Like one of them shouldn't find out before the other one.
Yeah, that's good thinking.
What about today?
Today?
Yeah, I'm having lunch with Victor. You could surprise Lauren.
I guess I could tell her at lunch.
We're eating at giggle burger.
Yeah, where all of life's important moments should take place.
Once we square away the kids, we can talk about us.
Yeah, right. I gotta get to court.
I'm serious. Dinner tonight. We'll celebrate. Surprise.
You bought me something from the sporting goods store?
Oh, well, I didn't have time to wrap it. What's so funny?
How can I put this politely? Me, sport, no.
Well, breathing exercises will not get your heart back in shape.
A pedometer.
Your doctor recommends 10,000 steps a day. This will tell you when you've reached your goal.
Who told you that? Did Amy tell you that? Recommendations from my doctor are no concern of yours.
We can start after work.
I'm sure I'm busy after work.
You'll do this, and one day you will thank me.
I will thank you to remember that I walk at home on my treadmill.
Oh, you've been using it.
You know everything. Ask your spy.
Hey, Maxine, hang on. I need to talk to you before you leave. Hey, Ignacio.
Good morning, Sean. I'll pick you up after work. Don't forget to wear your pedometer.
I hope you saved the receipt.
So, did you get a phone call about Rudy Pittman? He was in the ER?
He was assaulted on his way home from school yesterday. That's the second time in 5 weeks. I will see his foster mother after my home visits.
Let me know what you find out.
Oh, Peter, stop.
You're right, this is crazy.
No, I just had to move. This armrest was jamming into my stomach. Now, where were we?
No, this is crazy. We're in front of Ned's school.
That's what I like about it.
What? The fact that we could get busted by Mrs. McGreevy, the Napoleonic playground monitor?
And the spontaneity of it all. I haven't seen you like this since... I don't think I've ever seen you like this.
Oh, you are so hot.
Oh, I love it when you say that.
Excuse me, you're blocking me in. Julian, Peter, it's you. It's Mary Wall.
Hi, Mary.
Hi.
What are you two doing?
Leaving.
Bye, Mary. We'll call you about that fundraiser.
Morning. Appearances?
Sharon Lemieux for the state, Your Honor.
Curtis Guidry, minors counsel.
Okay, I see the defendant has been charged with domestic battery and assault and willful destruction of property. Now, Daniel Mulhern is 13. This is his first offense, and the victim was his 12-year-old brother. Why are we here, Miss Lemieux?
Your Honor, the state has offered 2 years probation and mandatory counseling. The defense declined.
The parents of my client feel it's not in his best interest to accept the plea.
They're holding out for complete dismissal of charges?
No, Your Honor.
I don't understand.
Permission to speak in chambers?
They want their son incarcerated.
Ideally to a location with psych facilities.
Okay, this boy got into a fight with his brother and then broke the windows of the family Volvo. Well, clearly not ideal teenage behavior. It hardly warrants incarceration.
The state agrees, Your Honor. We were very comfortable with the probation.
Daniel Mulhern is unstable. This is just the latest in a series of incidents.
We're not here to discuss other incidents. Why don't you tell me what's really going on?
The Mulherns are considering terminating their parental rights.
They want their son incarcerated while they consider the option of getting rid of him?
The Romanian orphanage, which arranged the adoption, either failed to disclose or failed to recognize Daniel's psychological problems. He's a very damaged boy.
Well, lemon laws don't apply to children. So they went on to adopt another child after Daniel?
Their younger son, Seth, is their biological child, Your Honor. They were told they couldn't have children, but Seth proved otherwise.
They're seriously going to insist on this trial?
I'm afraid so, Your Honor.
All right, well, we need to table the delinquency case till after the dependency matter is settled. So, contact ECF, and we should appoint a guardian ad litem for Daniel.
I'll take care of it.
I don't want Daniel at these proceedings.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm not happy about this counselor.
I understand, Your Honor.
Okay.
Street outreach. Crystal's not here. Can I take a message? Yep. I'll tell you called. Bye.
Hey, Vincent, any calls?
Nope.
Leon. How you doing, man?
Heard you got beat.
Oh, well, yes, just your basic raider pimp misunderstanding thing.
Yeah, is that why you answering phones? Crystal bench you?
That's my theory.
Leon, come back tomorrow morning. I'll have this ready for you.
All right, cool.
When did Leon show up?
Yesterday, he found me on the street. He's trying to get into the Deneen house. It's a privately funded halfway house, and I'm helping him with his application.
I thought Leon preferred living on the street.
He found a job at a radio station logging tapes, but without an address, they won't hire him.
Well, I hope that you can help him because I couldn't.
You want to help? Type up his application while I run to the food co-op.
If I do this, will you release me from phone duty hell?
Probably not.
Mom? What are you doing here?
I brought us lunch.
But today's pizza's in the cafeteria.
Well, you can eat pizza if that's what you want, and I'll eat my turkey sandwich. The point is that we can eat lunch together.
Okay, what's going on?
Nothing. Okay, something is going on, but it's...
Is Grandma sick?
No.
Are you taking Dad back to court again? You said you wouldn't.
No, it's not that. It's nothing bad.
Then what is it?
Did you want to get that pizza?
Mom?
I'm having a baby. David and I are having a baby.
Oh, my God.
Lauren. I know this is coming out of the blue. It's coming out of the blue for me, too. But you are still my baby. And now you'll be a big sister. Isn't that just a little bit exciting?
On what planet?
Oh, Lauren, Cassidy.
Please, Mom. Just leave me alone.
I see there's new graffiti in the hallways, Estella.
Gangs. They're everywhere now.
Is Rudy involved? Is that why he was attacked?
No way he is banging.
What about your son, Emilio? I'm sorry. You understand why I have to ask.
Gregorio died 3 years ago. I moved to get Emilio away from all that.
I know.
They were after his rolling backpack. All the kids have them, except some of them don't want to pay for them. I do the best I can.
You've been a wonderful foster mother for Rudy. But it's the second time he's been hurt. If we can't find a workable solution, I will have to remove him.
And now it's the funniest part.
Hello, Emilio. Hello, Rudy.
Hola, mijos.
I heard about what happened to you. Who did that?
I didn't see him. One minute I'm walking home, the next I'm face down on the sidewalk. They grabbed my backpack. They split. It's no big deal.
You're not gonna make him leave, are you?
Please let me stay here.
Do you walk to and from school the same route every day?
Yes, he does.
Change that. And make sure that he has a chaperone.
Yes.
Thank you, Maxine.
This cannot happen again. You have to keep Rudy safe.
I will. We both will.
Tom and I had seen pictures of Daniel on the orphanage website from the time he was born. But he was 3.5 by the time we were finally allowed to meet him. He was so beautiful. His big, dark, sad eyes. The way he looked up at us from that rickety crib. I told Tom that we weren't leaving there without him.
And when did you first notice signs that something might be wrong?
on the plane back from Bucharest. He wouldn't make eye contact with us. We told ourselves he didn't know us. It was an unfamiliar environment. There was a language barrier. And then when we got him home, he seemed fine. He just preferred to be alone. Bath times were stressful. Getting him dressed was a challenge. He would flail his arms and scream, shriek. Really, this horrible high-pitched shriek. The neighbors must have thought we were killing him.
And how did you handle the situation?
Our pediatrician referred us to 2 specialists who agreed that Daniel had an attachment disorder. We exhausted ourselves flying to see other specialists, reading books, trying medications. I've homeschooled Daniel. Nothing seems to work. We're not helping him.
I have no further questions.
You adopted Daniel at 3.5. And how old is he now?
He's 13. He's getting so tall. Strong.
And what happened the night he was arrested?
Seth was outside playing basketball with some of his friends. Daniel wanted the basketball, and he got angry when Seth told him he couldn't have it. He started pumping his fists in the air and screaming at the top of his lungs.
And you saw all this?
Yes. I tried to redirect him, calm him down. But he just brushed right past me. I could feel how angry he was. And it's like I wasn't even there, or I was the enemy. Anyway, he grabbed the golf club from the garage and he just started swinging. And he broke the car window. And Seth tried to stop him. But he couldn't. None of us could. It only ended when the police dragged him away. We have tried, Your Honor, but Daniel feels nothing for us. It's not his fault. But I can't take it anymore. Can you please just take him and let us get on with our lives?
I'm trying to type Leon's essay, but it won't go into my computer.
Why not?
It sucks.
Not everyone could be a famous writer like you.
To tell the truth, this doesn't sound like it came from a kid living on the streets. It definitely doesn't sound like Leon.
The board at the Deneen house will want someone who appears as low maintenance as possible. Someone who doesn't cause problems.
But they want somebody who has a chance, somebody deserving, someone unique.
We've seen what happens when you try and help Leon. Just let me handle this, okay?
Street outreach.
Thank you.
You know, when we were together, this was just a couch.
Yeah, look at us now.
We're bad.
Oh, yeah.
You want to christen the kitchen?
Oh, Jillian.
Oh, no. I've got a better idea. The balcony.
It's freezing out.
Not for long.
You know, all this sneaking around in basements and, cars.
Keep talking, baby.
It's been really great.
No.
Seriously. But, well, not that I'm obsessing or anything. I'm just wondering, where are we going with all this?
What do you mean?
Us. You and me. Where are we going?
Laundry room.
Excuse me?
2 words. Spin cycle.
So you didn't actually write down the list? Because last week when we met, you said you'd come back with a list. Graciela, if these sessions are going to have any real
It's all
meaning...
in my head.
The list? Okay, tell me.
I'm gonna make efforts to get along with people better.
Good. Anyone in particular?
I don't know, counselor, PO, bus driver,
you.
I appreciate that. Anything else?
Ain't that enough?
It's a start.
Whatever happened to just showing up?
It's working. Look at us. Look at us showing up.
How's the pace?
Challenging.
We can slow it down a little bit.
Oh, that's a lovely idea.
Okay. Water? What, not enough scotch?
Hi, Ignacio.
Hi, Laurel. How are you? When it gets warmer, we can hike.
Take a hike. Good idea.
Ignacio!
Ladies? Hi.
Good morning.
How often do you take this particular walk?
A couple times a week.
Met my goal.
What are you? Let me see that. Almost 4,000 steps. Very good, but still short of our goal of 6,000 steps.
Trust me, I am done.
Okay, we can relax for a little while. You did very good, though. Next time it'll be easier.
I don't know that there will be a next time.
Oh, well, there will be a next time, and you'll be stronger. Trust me on this.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Perfect timing.
This place is beautiful.
I hope you like it. Well,
You go first.
No, you go first. Go ahead. All right, Victor was thrilled. He hugged me. You know how long it's been since I can't even remember the last time he... I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's okay. You go on.
It was just such an amazing experience. I mean, it was an amazing moment. He really couldn't be any happier for me. For you, for all of us.
You sound surprised.
I was very surprised, yeah. It wasn't at all what I expected. I mean, that moment, my son. What can I say? He inspired me.
Sounds wonderful.
So, go on. Tell me, what did Lauren say? Amy?
Well, it was awful. She ran away, and I chased her, and by that time she was yelling at me, telling me to leave her alone, which I did, and now she is at Michael's, not answering her cell phone.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
You know what? That might be her. It's Michael. Hey, yeah, thanks for calling. You know what, Michael, you're breaking up. Yeah. Michael? Yeah, just hold on, I'm trying to get a better connection. Yeah. Mike, I can't. Do you want some champagne? Hello, can you hear? I can't. Michael? Okay. Can you just not move around? Because I can hear you right now. Michael? Yeah. Okay. Is she down?
Is that my shirt?
This? No.
It is. It's my shirt.
It isn't.
With the stripes, the pointy collar, that's mine. That's my shirt.
It is not your shirt. I do not wear your clothes. Believe me, I have a very keen sense of boundaries. What's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. Maintaining that distinction is the only way I preserve my fragile sanity in this adolescent arrangement.
Is that my belt?
Yep.
Oh, Jillian called.
What'd she say?
Tomorrow night, watermelon martinis, leather pants, guitar.
Give me that.
What does that mean?
It means I'm not going to get a lot of sleep.
Oh, I so don't want to know that.
Dude, something's happened to Jillian.
What are you talking about?
My sweet, thoughtful, kind, and considerate wife. She's gone. And in her place has arisen this aggressive, insatiable siren of surging, wanting, needing.
Stop.
We don't eat, we don't talk. She's just at me.
Peter!
I feel like a spring-loaded action figure. This message, she wants me to show up dressed to party.
Perfect. Now I'm a messenger in my brother's booty call.
I don't know what to do. It's like I don't know her anymore.
Okay. You want my advice? Here it is. Enjoy it while it lasts. And never speak of this again. Ever.
What's happened?
Rudy was stabbed
When?
this morning on his way to school.
Weren't you with him?
No, I overslept. He left for school without me. And by the time I caught up, it had gone down. And then that's when I carried him home and I called Mom.
I told them to call 911 and to meet me here. They took Rudy into surgery. I am so sorry, Maxine. I try to keep him safe. It's like somebody's after him.
Yes, it is.
Dr. Wright, is there anything that can be done for Daniel Mulhern?
I am still searching, along with every other attachment specialist.
Any medications that can help?
Unfortunately, there are no medications that can specifically treat reactive attachment disorder. There are antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications, but little else.
So it is your opinion that Daniel should be placed into a residential treatment facility?
That would certainly be an option, as would hiring a shadow, someone to accompany Daniel to school. But that would require keeping him in the Mulhern home.
If he were removed from the Mulhern home and placed into foster care, what would the negative impact be on him?
I don't know that there would be any.
You're saying he could sleep in an unfamiliar bed tonight with strangers down the hall and it would make no difference to him? None?
Probably not.
I need to speak to Daniel.
You mean Crystal again?
She told me to come by and pick up something.
Your application to Deneen House?
What do you know about that?
I typed it. Part of my clerical duties. It's here on the desk here. Listen, I know it's none of my business.
Now, why do people start sentences with, it's none of my business, but they know they're about to stick their noses right where it doesn't belong?
Sometimes people feel they have helpful information and they take a chance that they will be heard.
Yeah.
Right here.
Your essay sucks. It's general, it doesn't sound like you, tells me nothing about why you belong at Deneen House.
Hey, well, maybe that wasn't my goal.
It's titled Why I Belong at Deneen House. You're an intelligent, interesting guy. I'm wondering why you try not to sound like one.
Yeah, we'll keep wondering.
Okay, tell me, in your own words.
Tell you what?
Why you belong at Deneen House.
I don't belong at Deneen House, okay?
Why?
Because I should already be living at a house, not applying for one. I should be living with my own family. Work? They're supposed to take care of you till you grow up or get a job or something? I should be out there applying for colleges, not a roof over my head. This is screwed up, man, okay? Look, I just don't belong there, okay? I just don't.
What you just said? Write that down.
Yeah, right.
And all of it. Every word.
So, Daniel, it's my job to figure out the best place for you to live.
And I really want you to be happy, so I'm going to ask you a few questions. Is that okay?
Sure.
Do you like to draw?
Yeah.
Cartoons, huh? Wow, that's really good. What's his name?
I don't know. I just made him up.
Well, I'm really impressed. So, I want to hear about your family, Daniel. Do you like your brother?
He's not really my brother.
Why do you say that? Tell me about your parents.
There's an episode of The Fairly Odd Parents where Timmy has to tell everybody about his fairy godparents and they disappear. It's really funny.
Daniel, Judge Gray wants to hear about your family. Can you tell her how you feel about them? Daniel, I'm speaking to you. Please answer me.
You know what? It's fine. You can keep drawing and we'll talk when you're ready.
Actually, Daniel, I need you to look at Judge Gray and focus. Daniel! Daniel!
Leave me alone!
Listen to
Get
my
away
voice.
from me!
Daniel!
I hate you!
Listen.
I hate you!
Listen to my
Leave
voice.
me alone!
Daniel!
Leave me alone!
Daniel!
I hate you!
I want you to know something right now, Rudy. This will never happen to you again. Can you believe me? Good. It's important that you trust me. Can you trust me? Why do you think you were attacked? I mean, it couldn't be for your backpack this time because you didn't have one.
Millie got me a new one.
He did? What was inside of it? Can you tell me what was inside of it? Did you want to carry the backpack?
I had to.
Somebody forced you? Who? I need you to tell me what was in the backpack. I want to make these attacks stop.
On the way to school is usually money. Guy at the bus stop would take it out.
What happened on the way home?
Another guy will put something into the backpack.
What?
I don't know. Amelia never let me see.
Emilio.
No, no.
Did you tell Ms. Ramirez that this was happening?
No. Please don't get mad at Emilio. He's like my brother.
Brothers are not supposed to put each other in danger. Thank you. Thank you for being so brave. Get some rest. Emilio, I want to talk to you. I'm calling the police.
Emilio! Emilio, come back here! Maxine! Emilio! Emilio! Emilio!
I believe the Mulherns entered into parenthood with the best of intentions. They flew halfway around the world to find a child. They took him from a desperate situation and gave him their time and attention and the benefit of their resources. But Daniel has special needs, and the sad truth is that no amount of intervention at this point could make up for his abandonment at birth. You didn't get the child you wanted. I'm sure many parents have felt that way about their child at some point. Whether it's a physical or a mental deficiency or a failure to achieve or a lack of ambition or simply making choices that are at odds with the parents' own values, sometimes our children disappoint us. Sometimes they don't like us. And sadly, sometimes we don't like them. But they're ours. Daniel is your son. He needs you. Parenting is not about getting back. We can't always count on returned love or seeing ourselves in our child. But you must have already known that because you were willing to adopt another person's child. That's admirable. In my opinion, that's the essence of parenthood. I feel for you. I know this is not easy. But it is your responsibility. So I am denying the OTC, but keeping the abuse and neglect petition open while the Mulhern family works with DCF to find supportive services. If you choose a residential facility for Daniel, I will amend the order to require you to visit him regularly and to participate in whatever counseling is offered. You are the only family this boy will ever have. Court's adjourned.
Got a call from Catherine Birkin, the director of Deneen House, today. She said Leon's essay was the most honest she's ever read. He's getting in. Thank you.
You're not mad?
You were right. Maybe you're not such a loser after all.
All right, so does this mean I can finally leave the building?
No.
No, seriously.
Seriously? No.
He was using Rudy as a drug mule to ferry cash and dope through that benighted neighborhood. An 8-year-old boy.
No, the police will find Amelia.
Not with any help from Estella Ramirez. When I went to pick up Rudy's things, she said she will do everything in her power to protect Amelia. She said she's lost one son. She will not lose another. Apparently, she doesn't count Rudy.
You okay?
It hurts again.
Your heart?
Yeah. I thought I'd be stronger. I thought I could just go back to DCF and handle
You will.
I'm not so sure anymore.
Look, you built up a tolerance.
Who wants that?
Come on, let's go.
I'm tired.
No. Just a few steps. You'll feel better. Come on, trust me. That's not the one. We'll see.
You'll see.
He came home from Dad's.
I needed my computer.
Can we talk about the other day?
No.
Okay. Let me rephrase that. Talk to me.
You just make decisions without even thinking how it affects me. I mean, I'm here too, Mom.
I know. I know, sweetheart. And you used to be my only child, and so this takes some time to adjust.
I mean, it's like you just took a flamethrower to my social life, and you don't even care.
Wait, I'm sorry. How does my having a baby take a flamethrower to your social life?
I'm not gonna date my brother.
Victor? You're talking about Victor?
What did you think?
I thought you two broke up.
Well, maybe not forever. I mean, we were starting to talk, and then you do this.
Oh, wow. Yeah, right. Well, I'm sorry that this is... No. You know what? No. You're 12. When I was 12, I thought that I would never love again after Chad Stevenson dumped me. But you know what? I never think about Chad Stevenson, not even now when I'm saying his name. You'll get over it.
You don't know that.
Yes. Yeah, honey, I do. And this baby is going to be your brother or sister, and we're going to be a family forever. And that's what's important. Well, you finish up your homework.
10, 11. Don't let all the cold air out.
What are you doing?
I'm 50 steps away from completing my first 10,000 step day. I'm approximately 27 steps from my bed, so I am completing the last 5, 6, 27 steps.
Good for you. Cookies?
Any milk?
In the refrigerator?
I can't spare the steps.
Allow me.
I heard you and Lauren upstairs. How did that go?
It's very enlightening.
Really?
Yeah. I found out that she still has a crush on Victor, and that having a sibling in common would make it less likely for them to be prom dates.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. I mean, it would be pretty odd for them to be living in the same house.
Have you and David decided to move in together?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I just thought... I don't know.
Well, thank you for the milk and cookies. I'm going to go upstairs and collapse. 9,977. 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80.
I'm going way.
Hey, Jillian.
Hello, Peter. You look amazing. Oh, and I am wearing my favorite cologne.
It's patchouli oil.
Drives me crazy.
Jillian, can we talk?
No,
No, really, I think we should talk.
later.
No, seriously, look, I'm too tired right now. I don't want to play rock star and groupie right now.
Oh, but I have an all-access pass.
Seriously,
Oh, you need a martini.
I need a nap.
Peter?
Look, Jillian, don't take this the wrong way, okay? This thing with this rebirth, this rediscovery, it's incredible. It's just a little overwhelming.
What are you saying?
I want to slow down. I want to let my heart catch up. I want to slow down.
But I like where things are. This feels electric to me. It's everything we let slip away.
And I don't want to lose that. I just...
Just what?
Come here. Jillian, I want to look at you. I want to hold your hand. I want to talk. And then I want to christen the kitchen.
You know what I really miss?
What?
Your music. You used to play for me.
I was just thinking about you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was weird. It's like I conjured you. You really here?
Yeah. Yes, I am. I need to see you.
Let's get
I wanna
married.
talk. What?
Marry me.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
Given any thoughts what kind of ceremony you want?
Oh, let's just go down to City Hall and lunch, the two of us.
Don't you think it's gonna bum some people out? I mean, like the kids? Your family? Look, I'm all for the impulse of keeping this thing simple, but I mean, can we do it without bruising any feelings here?
Vincent, would I bruise your feelings if I didn't invite anyone to the wedding? What are you doing?
Nothing, you know, food stuff.
You're eavesdropping.
I was looking for something to eat. I have a very long night ahead of me at the outreach center.
Do you really?
No, but I could have. I do have a life, you know.
Do you really?
No, but I could have.
Hey, can I tell him my idea?
If you want to embarrass yourself.
Got a name for the kid. Works if it's a boy or girl. Gray. Maxine, what do you think about the name Gray?
Do I seem to you like the sort of person who would saddle a child with a family name?
I don't know. No?
Peter, Amy, Vincent, all of them clearly first names. I think this trend of calling children first names that sound like last names is exceedingly pretentious. Names help a child create identity, self-image. A Tiffany starts out life in a very different place than an Ethel. Choose carefully.
I don't like my name.
Your father wanted to call you Chauncey. I don't know what this means.
I heard you, Mom. You're talking about names for the baby. Don't have to stop just because of me.
Oh, David just mentioned one idea. We haven't thought about names yet. Yeah, well, you're about to start. Do you want to help? Otherwise, you might be stuck with a brother or sister named Bozo.
It's not even going to have the same last name as me. By the time it's in school, I'll be away in college. Call it whatever you want.
Will you be up here?
Just easing into the day.
Because we don't have court this morning, which means you treat yourself to a bagel with butter.
I do that?
You wear pants on Fridays, and it's Wednesday, so you get the tabloids instead of the Times.
It's a guilty pleasure. My mother watches Regis and Kathy Lee.
I'm pretty sure Kathy Lee is dead.
Judge Gray. I've been looking all over for you, Judge Gray. Judge Sobel called. He needs you to take over an emergency TRO hearing. These parents are separated. The mom wants the little girl to have an emergency brain surgery. The dad wants the temporary restraining order to stop it. The operation's tomorrow. They're in your courtroom.
Haven't even read my horoscope.
You'll have a surprisingly busy day.
No more staff development days. I'm still recovering from your yoga extravaganza.
You said you wanted that one for all and all for one spirit.
No, you said that. I said we're not a commune.
I'll bet when you were in the Peace Corps you had that spirit.
Well, I also had a ponytail. You lose things.
Maxine Gray. Yes, Diego Baldessari is my client. No. Do not call his father. I'll be right there. Diego Baldessari arrived at school this morning with bruises on his face and what appears to be a badly broken arm.
He's at Weathersfield Prep, right? Your scholarship winner.
He's been back with his father for nearly a year. I was very hopeful.
Sorry, Maxine.
Not as sorry as I am.
Weren't you Vincent Gray, the author?
Hey, Colin. Good to see you.
It has a wonderful world of publishing.
I keep looking for your next book.
Oh, well, yeah, I've been taking a break for the past 4 years.
Muse on vacation?
Moved away. No forwarding address. I got a couple chapters.
Let me see him. Maybe we can get you on our spring roster.
You're pretty choppy.
I'll be the judge. I really liked your first book.
You're the one.
You're a gifted writer, Vincent. Send me your stuff.
You'll have it later today.
Good. I gotta run. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Thanks.
Diego was absent for 3 days and showed up this morning battered and broken?
Yes, and we have to take him to the hospital to have his arms set properly.
Hey, Miss Fressler.
Oh, good morning, Will. He's on the Junior Olympic squash team. His father is the richest man in the state.
Well, that seems fair. How about Diego?
He told his teacher he fell down the stairs. He told me he got hurt playing ball. I knew something wasn't right.
You're quite a detective. Hello, Dee.
Miss Gray.
You look awful.
The girl's 13, and she gets these severe epileptic seizures that cause permanent brain damage. She's lost 40% of her IQ.
I didn't even know that was possible.
She went from high average to borderline retarded, and each seizure's making her more disabled.
So what, she's just going to keep getting worse until she's totally incapacitated?
If the seizures continue at their present rate and intensity.
What do you mean if?
Kids can outgrow epilepsy.
Oh, Bruce, your daughter. I'm sorry. If this cuts too close...
Rebecca hasn't had a seizure in over 2 years.
This is my first emergency TRO with you. Is there anything I should be aware of?
Normally with TRO, our judge only hears from medical experts. She doesn't let the attorney say much. So we should be done in under an hour. But the petitioner's counsel in this hearing is Bill Chase. He's an older guy with a distinguished career. Judge Gray is deferential. She lets him ramble on as long as he wants.
I am not deferential. I am polite, maybe.
Yeah, now, since this is a medical emergency...
She'll fast-track the hearing.
Okay, so I'll be ready to move around her docket. Hey, the judge will definitely turn her chair on this one. I'll get the bench set up.
Turn my chair?
You turn toward the witness in emotional cases.
You know when I turn my chair, you know when I wear pants. This is starting to make the hair on the back of my neck stand up. It's creepy.
What's creepy is you have hair on the back of your neck.
You told your teacher you fell down the stairs. It looks as if you landed on your face.
Your jokes are so corny, Miss Gray.
But you told the nurse that you were hurt playing ball. So what happened, Diego? I've been telling you since you were 6 how special you are. And you are one of the bright lights of my life. Would you please let me help you?
I just want to forget about it, Miss Gray.
In order for you to do that, we need to confront it. Has your father been working his program?
Miss Gray, he didn't do anything. Trust me.
That bruise came from a fist. If you won't tell me, I'll have to remove you. I'm sorry. I'll do my best to get you the group home.
Wait, look. It was a bunch of guys from the team. It was here. I just don't get it. I thought that they were my friends. I just don't get it.
Sweetheart.
Surgery is the quickest way to stop the seizures that cause the brain damage.
Well, Allison's been having seizures for 18 months. Why hasn't surgery been considered before?
Standard course of treatment is medication, but Allison's seizures haven't been responding. Surgery's a last resort.
Well, it's a last resort because it's extremely dangerous. Risks include blindness and paralysis.
So, Dr. Kaplow, you favor continuing the medication?
Actually, I favor using a new drug cocktail.
It'll take 3 more months before we know if the drugs are effective. By then, she'll have regressed even further.
Is it possible that Allison's seizures will stop on their own?
Given her history, it's more likely than not they'll continue.
You don't risk brain surgery for more likely than not.
She's
Give the
regressing
medication a
too
chance.
rapidly.
Counselors! Doctors! I'm granting the TRO to postpone the operation, and I am fast-tracking the trial to determine whether the surgery should occur at all. So let's take a short recess and reconvene.
Your Honor, I have another matter scheduled for this afternoon.
Could it possibly be as important as what's happening here? Be back in 10 minutes.
Ooh, mixing it up in there. Taking on old maid Chase.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a tough one, but I bet I know which way you'll go.
We haven't even heard all the facts.
But I know you.
Give Jasper a kiss.
Oh, I've got one for you, Dad. I've got one. With black and white and red all over.
A newspaper.
No.
A zebra with a sunburn.
Nope. Jasper with a sunburn.
Do you like him?
Yes, very much. Thank you, Daddy.
You're welcome, honey. He loves you, too. Happy birthday, sweetie.
Thank you.
That was Allison 2 years ago, right before the seizure started. Michael made that video. He's a wonderful father. I just think that he's in denial. I think that he cannot accept how far Allison slipped.
Is Allison aware of her condition?
She knows what she's lost and that things are getting harder for her. She thinks like a 6-year-old, but if you saw her, you'd never know it. She tries so hard to please. She'll cover if she can't figure out what you want.
Why do you think surgery is in your daughter's best interest?
Because, Your Honor, I have read everything. I have talked to specialists. Surgery would stop the regression immediately. I know that they're risk, but the medication would take months. The seizures that Allison would have in the meantime would just, she'd resort to a toddler. Michael, Allison would not want that. She would want this operation. I know my daughter. 2 years ago, she won her class debate. She fought with us to get her ears pierced, and we wouldn't let her. And now I want her to get split brain surgery.
Thank you, Mrs. Barrett.
Please, Your Honor, I am begging you to help my daughter. She's losing more every day, and I cannot sit by and watch her just disappear. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. When he left school, Diego was attacked by 4 boys who beat him with their fists and a baseball bat.
First I've heard of this.
Can he identify these students?
He knows who they are.
This is most disturbing. Well, any boys involved will be punished severely. Mrs. Neville, please call Leland Sprague. He's our attorney.
You do things differently on this side of town.
These boys are underage. They're under my care. I have to protect them.
The way you protected Diego?
Mr. Sprague is on line 1.
You need to call the police.
It's a schoolboy hazing. It'll be handled by the school.
Sport was his way to a college education. These boys have stolen his future.
Well, involving the police is not going to make him whole. It's only going to destroy more lives.
Sir, Mr. Sprague is still holding.
It's nice to see you, Mrs. Gray. Hello, Leland. It's Clayton Ford. Thanks for waiting.
Yes, I want to report an assault.
Could you hand me a bottle of water, please? You're Allison. Could you grab me a bottle of water? Well, could you... Put the bottles on my tray, sweetie.
I see you met my daughter.
Yeah. She's been very helpful.
Come on, sweetie.
Bye, Allison.
She's 18 and no family, not even siblings. Her stepdad abused her mom, and when her mom passed, he tossed her out
When did you toss her?
this morning. So I guess we could.
Hey, I'm Crystal. Vincent told me the deal. Did your stepdad beat you too?
Not me. I tried to keep him off my mom, but he's so damn strong.
And no friends you can crash with?
We moved around a lot, and I come straight from school. Casey went off on her. I didn't stay to chit-chat.
Did you graduate high school?
This is my senior year, but, whatever. It's not your problem. So can I stay here tonight?
We don't have beds, and you're too old for TCF. But the women's shelter.
There's a storage room in the bus station waiting area. If Billy sees you, he's the janitor. Tell him you know me, Crystal. Stay there tonight. We'll find you something better tomorrow.
Excuse us a second, Fanny. Spend the night in a storage room?
At the women's shelter, she will get beat down. Her stuff will be stolen. Maybe I'll take her home just for tonight.
Excuse me, that's your golden rule.
The storage room it is then. Tomorrow, you do that thing you do.
What thing?
You teach her how to tell her story like you did for Leon in the halfway house. And I'll push Job Corps to take her right away and they'll get her housing. What is your problem now?
I just think...
Well, stop it. Always with the thoughts. Just relax. Jeez.
Hey, Ma. Hi, is that curry? I've been banished from the kitchen by your daughter, who is preparing a dish for Multicultural Day at school, which I understand is also our dinner.
That's so sweet.
Actually, it's pungent.
Taking Lauren skiing this weekend.
Well, that's the pattern, isn't it? She mopes around and you run after her apologizing.
I'm not apologizing.
Of course you are, dear. You've been apologizing ever since you found out you're pregnant.
Well, it's a lot to get her head around.
Give her time. She'll sort it out.
No, I don't want to argue about this. I just want to be grateful for my healthy daughter. That doesn't sound good.
No, it do not.
I don't need help.
Hey, I don't know how to make curry. So you know what I was thinking? I think you and I should wake up really early on Saturday and drive up to Killington. And you can ski, and I can stay in a lodge and read. And on the way back home, we can eat at that place that you like so much with a big fireplace. What do you think?
Well, I'm going to the mall with Taylor and Madeline on Saturday.
Oh. Well, we'll go Sunday.
I'm doing my history report on Sunday.
Can you do it earlier?
I don't want to change my plans just because you have another surprise.
Well, I guess there's been a lot of surprises lately.
You think?
Yeah, I do. So I'd like to know what you're thinking.
I'm thinking you're happy.
I'd like you to be happy, too. I know you've had to deal with a lot of changes lately, but I promise you they're going to make our world richer and more complete.
I liked our world, and I didn't want it to change. Just because you're happy doesn't mean I am.
Okay. All right, this is good. I want to know how you feel. I want to help you figure things out.
I have figured things out. You get to do whatever you want, and you don't care about me.
That's not true.
You didn't ask me if I wanted all these surprises or changes or whatever you call them. You just did it to me.
Life doesn't always ask if we're ready for change. Sometimes it just sneaks up on us and we have to cope with what we get. Now, I am willing to help in any way I can, but you have to remember that there are people out there that get real surprises, that change their life in cruel ways. So we should feel lucky.
You don't want to hear from me unless I'm happy.
Happy, Lauren? You'll have to introduce me.
How's that curry coming? The tuition at Wethersfield Prep is more than you and I make in a year. The French club goes to Paris. But there's no education gap in this country.
These are very prominent names. Alex Sinclair's father owns half of Hartford.
Alex was the ringleader.
The press would love this story.
And they shall have it soon enough.
You kidding? These people pull whatever strings they have to keep this out of the papers.
The attorneys arranged for the boys who attacked Diego to turn themselves in.
Charges were dropped.
I am calling the state's attorney. Those boys need to be punished so that we'll never do this again.
It wasn't the SA's choice. Diego's father declined to prosecute. There was an agreement.
Agreement?
Boy's family's paid $5,000 as compensation.
That's nothing. His arm may never be the same. An athletic scholarship was supposed to be his way to pay for a college education.
Agreed, but criminal trials only going to ruin lives. It's not going to help Diego.
That's what the headmaster said.
He called me. I know Mr. Ford. I went to Weathersfield Prep.
Sean Potter. Did you broker this deal? Are you helping out your chums at the expense of this boy?
You don't know me at all.
Everyone wants something from you, even other kids, so don't talk to anybody on the streets. Are you warm enough?
Crystal is always cold, so she thinks everybody else is.
Oh, this one's a writer. He observes.
Yeah, look who's talking. You move the stapler on her desk, she notices. She guards her stuff like it's gold.
The way you take care of your hair, he checks it like every half an hour.
Who's observing who?
My grandparents used to tease each other like you guys. How long have you been married?
We're not married.
I'm sure it took courage to give a scholarship student a place on the team over the son of a wealthy alumnus.
It was tough on the kid I bumped. His dad's a real hard ass. But the school expects winners, and Diego helps us win. He's the best all-around athlete this school has seen. That arm heals, he can make the pros someday. Be nice to be known as his first coach.
Is that why you're helping me?
No, what happened here is dead wrong. Come on, guys, hustle up. Here's your man. He's not a bad kid, he's just under a lot of pressure.
Thank you for speaking with me. You've changed my opinion of the people here.
Oh, careful with that. Oh, and say hi to Potsy for me.
Potsy? Sean Potter?
Yeah, we went to school here together.
Oh, we must talk. But, thanks again.
Okay.
Alex Sinclair, I work for the Department of Children and Families. I'd like to talk to you about Diego Baldessera.
I gotta go. You better leave me alone. Do you know who my father is?
I do. That must be a lot of pressure. Successful fathers expect their sons to be high achievers.
Well, I'm one of the top 10 in my class.
And you were nearly expelled for stealing the midterm. Did your father buy you out of that, too?
Are you trying to piss me off?
Are you pissed off?
Not yet.
Nonsense. You're mad as hell. And you were furious when Diego took your spot on the team.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It's not so difficult to put together. You wanted your position back. You got 3 other boys. You jumped Diego. You beat him down. You destroyed his arm, and you made sure he would never play ball again.
I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to take him out for the season. You don't know how it is. Look, the kid got his money. Why are you doing this?
We help people who are in trouble.
My dad took care of everything. I'm not in trouble.
Oh, my dear. Anyone who did what you've done is as troubled as he can possibly be.
I'm sorry I'm late. I cannot believe how quickly you read this.
Told you I'm a fan. And you haven't lost your touch. It's beautifully written. But I do have a problem with your protagonist.
Oh, he's not so likable, huh?
It's like you were disconnected from him. I mean, here's this guy who leaves everything to care for his sick wife, but we never get to hear about his inner struggle. He doesn't seem invested in his own life, so how's the reader going to make any kind of investment in him?
No, I get that note. Thanks.
And I have an idea for how to fix this first chapter. It means reworking the entire story, but ultimately it'll be a better piece.
Listen, I have to go.
You just got here.
Yeah, no, I'm late. I really appreciate your thoughts. It's been a crazy busy day.
Well, can I read your next draft?
Yeah, no, I'll let you know when it's ready. Thanks.
Stop, I'm sending you home.
Stop what?
Staring. You know, in fact, I have a lot of work to do, so...
I'll stop staring. Judo chop. Judo chop. Hiya. Judo chop. Just...
You know, when Michael and I lived in New York, we used to go out every night. We used to the trendy restaurants and dinner parties and the theater. And then I got pregnant with Lauren. And he, let's just say he wasn't buying any teddy bears. I like that you can be goofy.
You know, for the first time in a very long time, I'm happy. I'm just happy. You're no fun.
I know. I just... Thank you for bringing me company. I gotta finish this. Yes. And David?
Yeah.
I'm happy too.
There's leftover chicken curry, second shelf. It's Lauren's school project, but I should warn you, it's got a C-. Oh, you're gonna want to warm that up in the microwave. Or not. I'm going up to meditate. Have you been drinking?
Now you're the sobriety police?
Since I've stopped, my senses are sharper.
Maybe I don't want to be a writer. Maybe I just stop writing.
Perhaps you should.
That doesn't matter. Publishers don't want my stuff anyway. This editor, who really liked my first book, he thinks that my lead character is disconnected from his own life, which doubly sucks because the lead character is me.
You?
Yep.
Really?
No. I don't know. Maybe I've had enough.
My assessment is probably not.
Is there anything to go with this?
Would you like to know what I think? I think you came home to hide from the end of your marriage and uncertainty. And that's all right. For a while. But you need to get back in it. Otherwise, time goes by, and then you end up bitter and angry and scared. About the writing, I don't know much. I know that there's nothing you can say to me that I can't read someplace else. Unless you write about what matters to you, what your truth. A little
cranberry would go nicely with this. It's just, or at least it'll mask the taste.
Did you come all the way back for Bozo's bear?
Mr. Barrett, how did you get up here?
You can't let Allison have that operation.
The rules dictate that I cannot discuss this outside of the courtroom.
My little girl is sick. Do you think I care about your rules?
I understand what you're going through.
Oh, yeah? You've had to sit there and watch while other people you don't even know decide what they're gonna do to your
Mr. Barrett,
kid.
you have to stop. You're buying yourself a mistrial.
I'm telling you, that doctor is not touching my kid, and I will see to that.
Is that a threat?
You take it any way you want. That operation is not happening.
Mr. Barrett, you leave me no choice. I'm declaring a mistrial.
What does that mean? I lose?
It means the case will be assigned to another judge. It means there'll be delays. Well, of course, that's what you wanted, wasn't it? To postpone the surgery. I hope that's what's best for your daughter.
I am here because my kid's home crying, and I don't know what the hell to do. My wife invited Allison's old friends to sleep over. Allie was so excited. She kept going to the window to see if they were there. No one came. She was always such a happy kid and smart. She'd always make up these riddles, you know? I just don't want her to get hurt anymore. I can protect her.
You can't protect her from everything. All you can do is to figure out what's best for her.
What's best is to keep her alive. I don't care if the seizures make her like a baby again. I will take care of her. I am strong. No, I can handle it.
It's not about you. Allison has a chance to salvage a life. It may not be the life that she had, but it's a life. Doesn't she deserve that chance?
Everything okay, Judge Gray?
Could you just see Mr. Barrett out, please?
You want him arrested?
No, just make sure he leaves the building.
I love my daughter.
I know you do. I know. I know you do.
Hey. Hey. I heard about last night. You okay?
Yeah. We got a mistrial. Where that guy was heading, it was the only option.
Actually, his attorney called. Mr. Barrett decided to consent to the surgery. Didn't say why, just, what do you think?
I thought you already knew it, I think.
Okay, look. I didn't mean to offend you, okay? I just like the fact that I know you. Well, no trial means we have a clear docket. We could tackle this paperwork.
I thought you knew me. Clear morning docket means...
Bagel and butter.
And I want eggs and bacon and hash browns.
We're eating for two.
And even though it's Friday...
You're wildly unpredictable.
David and I are getting married.
You serious? Congratulations, for you and the baby. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Well, yeah, I just wanted you to hear it from me first, because I value our friendship, and I don't want it to change.
Only thing's going to change is you're going to be happy, and I'm going to be happy for you.
Thank you.
And I'm done thinking I know you. It's really great. It's really great. I'm gonna get rid of this, and I'll meet you up in the cafeteria. I'm happy for you.
I got it.
I'm very concerned that your son would harm someone so brutally for his own gain. He does show remorse, which gives me some hope.
We all feel terribly. As you know, I've compensated the boy for his injuries.
Diego would be awarded far more than $5,000 if his father had the resources to sue you in civil court.
Look, so far I've been polite, but this is a private matter.
So far. But wouldn't the press love this story? A powerful father who has pressured his son.
We both know your department owes a duty of confidentiality, don't we?
Alex is 18 years old. We have no professional relationship. I can speak about him to whomever I wish.
Okay. What do you want?
A trust fund to pay for Diego's education through college and all of his medical expenses until he's 21.
Fine.
And you will seek counseling for yourself and your son.
Look, I'll take care of the financial matters. My time, that's my own.
Because of Alex's age, I cannot remove him from your emotional abuse. But he needs help, and so do you. I'll be checking in from time to time. I'll show myself out.
Mm-hmm. Right, okay. Thanks again. What did you tell them at Job Corps?
I told them the truth about what happened. Why I need the job so bad.
I just told her to be honest.
Well, you start the training program on Saturday. You can move into the dorm tonight, and the shuttle van is out front. If you hurry, you can catch it.
I just want you guys to know that
You're welcome, Fanny. Window of opportunity. You saved her. Fanny is a great kid. With a lousy name. Doesn't even suit her.
You are definitely a Vincent. You're not a Vinny or a Vince.
You don't seem like a Crystal to me.
You are observant. I got that name when I was out there.
Out there? Were you on the street? What's your real name? Come on, I won't laugh. Cross my heart.
It's Lillian. If you tell anybody, I will cut you into tiny pieces and come to your funeral to make sure you're dead. You're off the clock. Get out of here.
You should go back to Luann.
Can't go back, college boy.
Bulldog says you were quite a party animal in your day.
Forgot he coaches at Weathersfield.
We shared a healthful salad. He suggested I ask about homecoming dance junior year, something about a pond.
I'm not the only one who got wet.
The only one without his clothes. I had you pegged as a Diego Baldessera, but you're really more of an Alex Sinclair.
I didn't beat kids up.
I meant you were privileged.
Accident of birth. I'd appreciate it if you keep that to yourself.
Sean, I apologize. I do know you. Have a nice evening, Potsy.
You don't want your baby box? But what's the meaning here, Lauren? What am I supposed to do with this?
Use it for the baby. I like too many names, so here are the ones I don't think are good.
What's wrong with Adam?
Adam Harmon's this kid in my class. He eats things for money. In the 5th grade, he ate a spider.
Okay, no Adam. So, listen, I want to talk to you about the other night. I know I came on too strong, but there was this case that I had that was so sad, and I know that I have so much to be grateful for. You and David and I guess I just got a little mixed up.
You get mixed up?
Oh, honey. Only all the time.
I'm glad you're with David, and I think the baby will be fun. But I'm so weirded out about Victor and stuff. Like, are we gonna live here? Are you gonna keep working?
You deserve answers. I just haven't figured everything out yet.
Are you gonna find out if it's a boy or a girl?
Do you think we should?
I'm getting used to surprises.
You know, when I was pregnant with you, everyone thought you were a boy. Because you were right out front.
Just like a little ball. But you're new.
I was the only one. And on the day you were born,
there was this huge blizzard.
There was 3 feet of snow. The whole city was blanketed in beautiful and white. So hushed. David, wake up.
What is it?
I hate your house.
You what?
I hate your house, David.
It's 3:17 in the morning.
I know, but we need to talk about this. We need to find our own place.
Okay. Why?
Well, look around. There's too much leather. The ceilings are too low. It's too dark.
It's the middle of the night.
Yeah, but the decor, it's all wrong. The browns are too brown. The tones are too muted. And what's up with the Western theme? You're from Philadelphia.
I like Westerns.
Then go see one. We need to get rid of this stuff. We need to brighten it up. And the kitchen.
Amy, what's wrong with you?
This is important. Everything here is yours. We need stuff that is ours.
Okay,
and we need it now.
Get it. There's a crazy pregnant lady talking. Ow. Okay, I'm sorry. Everything will be okay, sweetheart, I promise.
We need to look for our own place, David. I'm so serious about this.
Okay, you just lay down and then we will, okay? You just go to sleep and then everything will be okay. Okay? You need your sleep. I like my dining room table.
It's a slab of knotty pine.
Well, the high back chairs that go with it.
No.
The matching.
Ron.
My brass bookends.
Garage sale.
Good morning, Sean. Would you care for some tummy tea? I have plenty.
I already take something for my stomach in the morning. It's called a donut.
Which clogs your arteries like sweat socks.
But they're my arteries.
Clog them at your own risk. Dear God, I miss those.
Want one?
Throw it in the air. I'll run under it.
I received a call I'd like you to follow up on.
I cannot. I have the meeting on the Foster Family Recruiting Initiative.
That can wait.
That cannot wait, Sean. An influx of quality families will unsnarl our backlog, reduce placement waiting time.
Winnow down our group home population.
You agree with me?
Of course I agree with you.
Then, what are we talking about?
Her name is Mrs. Harley. She lives at Addison on Rosemont.
And what is so urgently the matter with Mrs. Harley that it takes precedence over the health of our system?
She called to report hearing a child being beaten more than once.
Why did she not call the police?
She did. She claims they weren't taking her seriously enough, so she called us. I would like you to investigate, and I will go to the recruitment meeting.
You would do that.
Will you? I would. Yummy.
All rise.
Good morning, people.
Appearances?
Evelyn Pankow, Your Honor, representing Carl Hudson.
Don Russell for the state.
Okay, this is a sentencing hearing in the case of Carl Hudson, who's 13, and convicted of murder in the first degree.
Judge Gray, the defense is prepared to show powerful mitigating factors in the events that led Carl Hudson to fatally shoot Leonard Beck, his grandfather.
Such as?
The victim was 67 years old and suffering from terminal lung cancer. In shooting him, the defendant believed that he was ending his grandfather's suffering.
And unfortunately, Leonard Beck is not here to support that notion.
This was no mercy killing, Your Honor. Carl Hudson fired multiple shots which missed before hitting and finally killing his grandfather in cold blood.
Multiple gunshots are consistent with the defendant's explanation of events.
The defendant has a history of violent and antisocial behavior which predates this murder.
There is a big difference between antisocial behavior and murder.
Okay. Let's not re-argue the case. We'll hear statements when, Mr. Van Exel?
This afternoon, 1 o'clock.
See everyone then.
I'm Maxine Gray from the Department of Children and Families. Are you Nadia Patsakin?
May I help you?
I was hoping to ask you a few questions. Thank you. You have a lovely house.
Thank you. 15 years we have been here. We are from Bucharest.
Thank you. And Mrs. Patsakin.
Please, Nadia.
The reason I'm here is a neighbor, Nadia, Mrs. Harley.
I do not know her.
Well, she's right next door. You should talk with her. She's very sweet. Anyway, she called my office to say, she heard what she thought was the sound of a child being beaten in this house.
Not possible.
She said she heard it on 3 separate occasions.
Oh, my husband, Emile, he has a sister. Her son. Sometimes he is here, misbehaves.
Perhaps you could give me Emile's sister's number. I'll call her and we'll clear this up.
She has no telephone.
Well, perhaps you could give me her address and I'll visit her.
I do not know address.
I see. Then if you give me your husband's office number, perhaps he can tell me the address.
Emil, he's very busy man. You give me your phone number. I'll give it to Emil. Emil will call you.
Yes. Thank you for your time.
I have to say, I'm impressed.
Oh, what, you giving me props now?
Yeah, props. Big ups. Showing you love.
Cool, so what'd I do?
Well, these evaluations show you have not missed a single session of your anti-gang program.
When I got business to handle, I handle it.
So, Graciela, level with me. Are you serious about getting out of the gang life, or are you just telling the nice lady judge what she wants to hear?
You mean, do I still bang? I mean, I put those days behind me.
You remember when I first met you, I asked you if you had any dreams?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, what if I asked you that today? You got any dreams?
Do you?
I'm not talking about me.
I am.
My dream is that, my dream is to have a home where everybody I love could grow up and grow old. Happy, healthy, and safe.
That's a stupid dream.
Well, that's all I got. Now you.
I guess the same thing.
Traditional gray curb appeal, total charmer.
Sounds like my resume.
Completely remodeled, custom woodwork, island kitchen, granite countertops.
How much?
$7.
We can't afford
I know. God, when I think about the money I was making in corporate law, a place like this would have been a no-brainer.
I mean, we could afford it if we sold both our houses.
My mother would be on the street.
Exactly. Which is why we should just give up all this nonsense and go live on my boat.
I'm not living on your boat.
Why not? Come on, it's paid for. Is that all the comforts of home? You could raise the sails anytime we want, anywhere.
I'm not living on your boat, David.
You don't find it even just a little bit romantic?
Pull over.
All right, look, forget I mentioned it.
Seriously, pull over. Look at that house.
It's nice.
Nice. It's a dream. It's the McGuinn place.
Who are the McGuinns?
The perfect family. Two people that loved each other, a gang of healthy kids, blonde hair, white teeth, dogs, two cats, barbecues in the summer, big happy parties at Christmas. You know, when I was in high school and my dad got sick and things were bad, I used to sneak out of the house and come over here, and I would sit right there, and I would listen to the sounds of a happy family. An actual happy family. Not one that was playing at it like we were. That, David, I want that house.
That house isn't for sale, Amy.
Well, I didn't mean that house specifically. I just meant, you know, one like that. The kids playing in the backyard. somebody practicing the piano.
We will find our house. And when we do, it'll sound just like that. I promise. I promise.
Shirt sleeves in winter is one of the upsides of global warming.
Before you go put on a pair of Bermuda shorts, it's supposed to rain.
You know what they say. Spring showers bring...
Wet blankets, which the city insists we pick up. Believe me, it is not fun.
I'm just curious. If it's gonna rain, why are we handing out water?
Where is my money?
I told you.
We need to tie these down back here.
Leave me alone!
Jordan,
son.
I can do it. I'm about to take you off my block.
Okay, you want to cut? Let her go! He's going up!
This ain't your business, lady.
It is now. Let her go.
You ain't got nothing to say about it.
No!
Crystal?
Vincent! Call 911.
Mr. Beck, how are you related to the defendant?
I'm his uncle. His mother's my sister.
Would you say you two enjoy a close relationship?
I don't enjoy anything about that kid. He's a bad seed.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained. Mr. Russell, let's dispense with the editorializing. Let's stick with facts.
Mr. Beck, have you ever been close to the defendant?
When he was a little kid, he was okay. Until he got about 8 or 9, then he turned.
Turned?
He started getting into trouble. Shoplifting, fights, vandalism. He even stole from his mother.
Shoplifting, fights in school. Is it necessary to waste the court's time with this?
This isn't a trial. Prior history is relevant in sentencing.
Mr. Beck, did you ever hear your nephew say he wanted to hurt your father?
Well, he never told me directly, no. I mean, he knew better than that. But I know how he felt. He hated my old man.
Your Honor, is Mr. Beck a mind reader?
Sustained. Describe for the court your nephew's relationship with your father.
My dad tried to give Carl some discipline. I mean, he was strict like that. Believe me, I know. In the end, he saw where Carl was heading and he gave up on him. And Carl hated him for it.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Don't let that kid get away with this, Your Honor. He should rot in jail for what he did.
This way, let's go. For how long has he been held prisoner in that basement?
Badu says he was brought into the city by a truck. He was met by a man with a beard and scary eyes. And this man took him to the restaurant.
Where? Ask him if he knows where.
Radu, unde este restaurantul? He doesn't know. He says there were many children like him. And then this woman took him to this house. She forced him to work like an animal. At night, he just slept in the basement. He's been here since the summertime.
Dear God. That woman is going to jail. She cannot hurt you any longer. Tell him that.
Femeia aia o să moară.
This has been a rumor for a long time. Kids being smuggled in from Eastern Bloc countries, forced to work as indentured servants.
Where do we go from here?
I'll question the woman. Try to find out the name of this restaurant.
There are children involved. That makes it a DCF matter.
You'll be kept in the loop.
Excuse me, Miss Gray. He's been speaking about his brother, Sorin.
Sorin?
Yes.
Is there a last name?
Parashka. He says that he and his brother were brought here together, and Sorin was left at the restaurant.
We will look for your brother. We'll do everything we can. Please tell him that.
O să găsim fratele tău. Eu promit.
No, I swear to God, man, if I see him again, I'm gonna knock him cool to the jaw, man. It ain't gonna be no joke. Man, are you serious?
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Excuse you, man. I'm on the phone.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Wait a minute. No, I don't think Judge Gray would approve of this.
I don't care, man. Take your narrow behind back out that door. Kick rocks, man. I ain't playing with you. Give me 50 feet. And don't slam my door.
Oh, Brooke, what's wrong?
You can't help me.
Come on. Olive Branch, what is it? Filing problem?
She's in there.
Who?
That girl.
What girl?
I don't know. Prunella.
Graciela?
Yeah, that's the one. She's on the phone, she's got her feet on the desk, and she won't leave.
I'll handle it.
Oh, he got stabbed 9 times. Man.
Listen, y'all. I'm about to snap off up in here. Unless you want me to get all up in your grill, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. I ain't even playing. I will drop it like it's hot. Feeling me? Are we down?
Girl, you whack.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, seriously, you whack.
I speak home, girl.
Mrs. Hudson, do you believe Carl hated his grandfather?
Quite the opposite. I believe that Carl was trying to earn his grandfather's love. And mine.
Yours?
Carl knew how upset I was over my father's illness. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep.
And you think that this might have influenced your son?
2 people he loved were suffering. He thought that by putting his grandfather out of his misery, he would put me out of mine.
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation.
Overruled. Mrs. Hudson, 2 very distinct portraits of your son have been painted in this courtroom. How do you reconcile that?
Judge, my life has been a struggle. I've worked 2, sometimes 3 jobs just to make a home. I've had to raise my son by myself. When we moved in with my father, things were starting to get better.
Go on.
Carl's a good boy. But he was acting out. He was getting into trouble. I tried to be there for him. I did. My father's influence helped, but when he got sick...
Take your time.
My father was my rock. The only thing that I could really count on. Seeing him that way, listening to the rasp in his chest, looking at the fear in his eyes. Carl's made mistakes, but he's no murderer. Please, don't send him to jail. He thought he was doing the right thing. That's all I have now.
It's a brand new unit featured in last month's Architectural Digest. It has 3 levels, stunning city views, a cook's kitchen to die for.
What about the parking?
2 spaces come with the unit, along with walk-in storage. Just so you know, I am fielding offers.
Would you give us a minute?
Please take your time.
This place is a steal.
It's a townhouse.
It's also bigger and newer than any house we've looked at so far.
There's no picket fence, there's no yard, there's no charming street.
It's okay, so it's not your dream house. I mean, your dream house is out of our price range, which is why we agreed to come.
I know. Look at other options.
I'm just saying, look, I don't want to talk you into anything, but let's explore our options here. Let's educate ourselves. What are the pros and cons? It's close to work. It's close to the kids' school. Self-contained. There's a grocery store and a dry cleaner.
I like the master bedroom.
The kids could each have their own bathroom. You know? They got a gym, game room, pool, jacuzzi.
Oh, they have massage services.
They got a putting green. Where are you gonna find a place with all that? Look, if I sold my place, the one you hate, we can afford it, and your mother doesn't have to move anywhere.
I get to pick the furniture.
I'm still making a pitch for my dining room table.
So, what do we think?
We were just discussing that.
We think we'll make an offer.
There's nothing you could have done.
She was 13.
They're gonna find him.
did this.
No, that's crazy. Look,
Yeah, I know you mean well, but I need to be alone.
How are you?
Sick, tired, loaded.
The miracle of motherhood.
Told it only gets worse from here.
Don't you remember?
If women could remember this, the planet would be a childless rock. So David and I found a place.
I see.
Are you upset?
No, dear. What sort of a place is it?
Townhouse. One of those urban villages, brand new, wedged between a bank and a multinational insurance company.
Nothing says home like multinational insurance.
About to become an official member of the Superstore Convenient Living generation.
No one's forcing you to move, honey.
Well, we'll have triple the space. Be nearby to everything.
That sounds good.
Yeah. I drove by the McGuinn house the other day.
That old thing?
I love that house. It was so homey and so happy. Like when you and Dad first got married, didn't you have your version of the dream house?
Well, we found the perfect place right away. It was meant to be. I knew we could stay there forever.
See that? I want that.
We didn't get that house. So your father and I took this one. We peeled off the horrid wallpaper and polished the floors, replaced the ancient appliances, because that's what people did in those days. We worked. We fixed things. We made them our own.
Do you think the McGuinns were as happy as they seemed?
She cheated. He drank. They stayed together for the sake of the children. Nice house, though.
Carl, tell the court what happened on the day of the shooting.
Why? You know what happened.
Carl, it's important that you cooperate.
I was home. My mom called. She asked me to go upstairs and check on Grandpa.
And did you?
Yeah. I went up to his room. He was in bed, coughing real bad. That's when I saw the key to his gun rack.
Where was that key, Carl?
On the table next to his bed. I knew what he wanted me to do with it.
And what was that?
To get the gun. The one on the far left with the bullets in it. He wanted me to kill him.
That's a lie.
Mr. Beck.
He's lying.
Mr. Beck, sit down. Why would you think your grandfather would want you to do that?
Because he said he did.
My father was a religious man. He would never say that.
Mr.
Never.
Beck, one more word. Go on, girl. Tell the court what happened next.
I did like you wanted. I got the gun. I aimed it. I pulled the trigger. But my hand was shaking. My shots went all over. It was for the best. It was what he wanted.
Wait a minute. That key was kept downstairs. My dad was too weak to get out of bed.
Is that true, Carl? Look at me, Carl. Who gave you the key?
I already told you. Grandpa.
Who told you to get the gun?
It was what he wanted. Mama knew we did it for him.
Carl!
She said that he'd love us for it. That he'd forgive me for all the trouble that I caused.
Mary, God, you bitch! How did you do that?
I never told him to get that gun. He did what he did of his own free will.
Mama, no!
Shut up, Carl! You don't understand. The pain that my father was in. His chest was full with fluid. He was just lying there drowning in his bed. It was horrible.
You gave him the key? You persuaded him to kill his own grandfather?
It was the right thing. It's what he wanted.
Mrs. Hudson, do not say another word.
She doesn't have to.
Hey,
Vincent!
Crystal, where you been?
Vincent! Vince! Anyone call you Vince? No. I hate that name, Vince. I had a boyfriend who liked to cheat on me, and his name was Vince. Vinny. Vinny! Vinny, I like Vinny. Vinny. Vinny's your friend. Yo, Vinny! You my friend, Vinny?
You're drunk.
No, I'm ding, ding, ding.
Hey.
Oh. Stop with your concern, look. This is not even my drug of choice.
You have a drug of choice?
You can't be that dumb, huh? Hello? Crystal?
Meth? You're a meth addict?
No, not anymore. I am 2 years sober. Now, I like wine. I think I'm gonna change my name to Vino. Do you like that name, Vino? Vino and Vinny. Oh, don't take my Vino away.
I'm just gonna make you some coffee. Okay. Thank you. Do you have a sponsor or something who we could call?
Oh, now you're gonna judge me now?
Well, I'm not judging you.
I was trying to help.
I know that.
She was just a little girl.
I know. There was nothing that you could have done to save her. Okay. Shh. Okay. Not like this. We need to call somebody
Get
who
out.
can help.
Get out. Get the hell out of here. Get out.
Come on, boys.
Zorine? Zorine Parashka. Zorine Parashka. Are you Zorine? Zorine?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You understand that?
I have done nothing wrong.
You profit from the sale of children.
Their parents beg us to take them. This is their dream.
This?
It's a better life.
You disgust me. You're disgusting. Wait. The other boy. You know a Zorine Parashka?
I don't know any Siri.
Sorry, Maxine.
Hi.
got off the phone with a brand new family who are thrilled to provide a new home for Radu, as long as it takes to find his parents.
I take it they speak Romanian?
They cook the food, they know the bedtime stories, and if they stay long enough, they'll teach them the folk dances. Maxine, this is a good thing. This is a win.
Half a one.
He was being beaten and locked in a basement. Now he has a chance.
Look at him. A little lonely boy, waiting for a new set of strangers.
Affectionate and caring strangers.
I suppose. If I had my way, I would buy a big old wonderful house and all the lost children would have a place to grow up.
Yeah, well, dreams and 50 cents will get you a...
donut. Give me that.
Mr. Scraig, got a present for you. We found these 3 kids downtown. 2 big guys were working at stock boys in a grocery store. The little fellow at a floral mart.
Thank you.
Any names or relative information?
No, my Romanian is not what it used to be.
Yeah, our interpreter's here, so...
Radu! Soren! Radu!
Gentlemen, if you would excuse me, I need to call this family and tell them that they're getting the 2-for-1 deal. Now it's a win.
Today it's just you and me, Carl. And I'm going to say some things to you. Some of it you'll understand, and some of it hopefully will make sense to you later. What you did was wrong. You took a life, and that is a terrible, terrible thing. But the truth is that although you pulled the trigger, you did not act alone. Your mother exploited you, Carl. Your family labeled you a bad seed. Your uncle called you that right here in this courtroom. Your mother caused you to believe that by performing this horrible act, you would somehow overcome this label. I'm sorry. I am sorry for what she did to you. She's in custody now, and the court system will decide how she should be punished, but she won't hurt you again. So the court's judgment is that the defendant be committed to DCF as a delinquent for the maximum term of 4 years. Further, I'm ordering that he be placed in a residential treatment center providing intensive therapy tailored to address the unique needs of familial abuse victims. Upon completion of this therapy, DCF aftercare is ordered so that we can find a suitable foster home environment for Carl to serve out his parole. You have an opportunity now to prove who you really are, to rise above the labels and create your own value. You're not your past, Carl. You're not your family. You can have a good life. I wish you well. Ready? Bring it on.
Well, Graciela? That is not the business. I don't know why I'm here.
Step off, Shorty. Let Big Mama come with the 411.
She's crazy.
Believe me.
All right, look, the phone call, it wasn't nothing. It was to my homegirl. It's local.
Graciela.
I mean, I'll pay you a nickel every day until we pay.
Graciela, the reason I wanted to see you this morning is not because you used my phone.
Oh, because I had my feet on your desk.
You had your feet on my desk?
Both of them.
We'll get into that later. No, Graciela. Graciela Reyes, you have successfully completed your 3-month anti-gang empowerment program with a perfect attendance record.
It ain't nothing.
I think it's a very big thing. Guys?
Congratulations. Hey, good work, girlfriend.
What'd you just call me?
She scares me to death.
The lady judge is very proud of you.
Oh, nice lady judge. Judge is very proud of you.
Who's that?
Vincent, what are you doing home?
I'm testing the healing powers of home fire and cheap brandy.
How are they working?
Not well.
Did you have a bad day?
It sucked.
Feel like talking about it?
Not really.
Well, I can't drink brandy, and this is not much of a fire.
I saw a girl get killed the other day. Then I watched someone fall apart over it.
I'm so sorry.
It was right in front of Outreach. It happened in like a second, and she was just gone.
That's horrible. Did you know her?
I drove her to a shelter once. I was such a fool to think that I could handle it out there, that I could find some safe distance and still make an impact.
I'm not a fool, Vincent.
Yeah, it's easy for you to say. You got it all figured out.
Okay. Whatever it is, I have yet to even define it.
Right. You're brilliant. Beautiful, sane, stable. You are the standard to which none of the women in my life measure up. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Are we talking about a specific woman here?
I keep meeting the same one.
Who? Who is it?
At first, she's strong, she's tough, independent. Then she folds.
Is it Crystal? The woman you work with?
They all end up needing me to, what? I don't know, rescue them, I guess. And I don't because I can't. Which brings me back to the safe distance thing. I like distance. Distance is good.
Yeah. Well, you get enough distance and you end up alone.
Exactly. Why can't they be equals? Partners. Just level the playing field. Why can't they be more like you?
Here's the thing, Vincent. Don't be afraid of vulnerability. Yours or someone else's. It's not a weakness. And don't run. Not this time. It's okay.
I'm not getting up.
You can't get up. Drunk, you can.
Want to go for a ride? Did you have a chance to talk to your mother about everything?
Yeah. She seemed fine with it. I reassured her that she wouldn't have to move, but I can't help feeling I'm abandoning her.
We'll be close by.
Close? We're gonna be downtown.
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
What happened? They rejected the offer? I told you we came in too low. I'm not living on that boat, David.
You've made that very clear.
The nerve of them rejecting that offer.
They didn't reject it. They accepted it.
Okay, I'm confused.
There was another bidder, Amy, and the price started to climb. I just asked myself what exactly we were doing.
You pulled the offer after I got my head around the idea of living in a townhouse?
We're not living in a townhouse.
What?
We bought the McGuinn place.
What?
I went over there last night. Marty McGuinn, is that right? Yeah?
Yeah?
Nice guy. Check it out. We agreed on a price. We did the deal right there on the kitchen table. All that's left is the paperwork.
I thought you said this neighborhood was too expensive.
It used to be. Not anymore.
Why?
I sold my boat.
You what?
Found a buyer online. I made a killing, actually. Leave for St. Thomas tomorrow.
Oh, David. You loved your boat.
I'll get another boat.
Next episode.